back to the Miami Heat Report by Chat Sports. I am Nic Rohloff, and on today's live stream, Heat, Suns in the 305 at the Kaseya Center. Miami looking to end this abysmal 6-game losing streak, and I have a very good feeling they do end that streak tonight. I'll explain why I have that feeling in just a second. But as people continue to pile into the chat, you guys know what we do around here to start off the video and live stream. Shout out your city for me. Let me know where y'all are watching from, as we got 30 people hopping up in here to start the stream. We got Raiders Sancho. Let's go. What's up, my guy? Sancho from the 585. Yes, sir. Hot Dog says, yo. Derek says it's time for the losing streak to end. I agree. Yami saying, let's go Heat. Hot Dog in Lockport, New York. Felix saying, let's go Heat. Peter May says, trade Rolly. Oh. Felix is watching from Freeport, the Bahamas. Riviera Beach for Peter May. Raiders Sancho's back in the Rock, the 585. I know you were, you said you were in Florida, but it looks like you're back in Rochester. Go have a garbage plate. Go have some chicken French for me, as I can't have any of those things for a very long time, unfortunately. Steve is watching in Pensacola. Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. I got good vibes the Heat win tonight. You might not believe me, but if you follow me on Twitter, you'll know why I think the Heat win tonight. So follow me at Nic_Rohloff. So on December 31st, most of you all know that is New Year's Eve. Well, I lost my AirPods on New Year's Eve. I woke up to try to find them and use them on January 1st, the first day of the new year, 2024, and I could not find them. I was in absolute shambles. I was in disarray. And I went the entire month of January, as it is basically the 29th, that without AirPods. I had no AirPods the entire month of January after having them pretty much the last 5 years. Got new ones a couple months ago. So I was pretty devastated I didn't have any AirPods. But when I was getting dressed to come into work today, I grabbed a pair of shorts that I have not worn in over a month. And you know what was inside those shorts? My AirPods! I lost my AirPods, didn't have them for an entire month, and I grabbed a pair of shorts I did not wear for the entire month of January, and the AirPods were in them. So I found my AirPods, and I used them for the first time in basically 30 days. The Heat are going to know that I found my AirPods, and the Heat are going to find it within themselves to get a win. And then when the Heat win, we are going to have a discussion about how my AirPods saved the Miami Heat season. So after hearing that story that I just laid out for you guys, does that change your opinion on who wins tonight? Let me know who you got. MIA for the Heat, excuse me. PHX for the Suns. I feel good. I feel good. Maya's World says, what's up, Rolly, a.k.a. Rolly, after he said Rick Rohloff. Let's beat the Phoenix Suns, Heat Nation for life. Yes, sir. Peter May says, hey, Rolly, you still on that hunger strike? No. If I was on the hunger strike still, I would look like Gandhi. I mean, that would have been a full week and a day of no food. I don't know if I would be here standing up in front of you guys, if I'm going to be honest. We got Felix and Sancho riding with Miami. Time and the Buckeye as well. Brian McKenna, Riffy, Suns we suck. Riffy's riding with the Ops today. Anita Anderson, what's up, Anita? One of the rare people that is on the Miami Heat Report Hall of Fame twice. Shout out to Anita. We had a lot of new people join the Hall of Fame thanks to themselves. And Sam Lakhtara, one of the realest of the realists. The legendary man himself. Hopefully he had a good birthday and enjoyed the Royal Rumble. I know that's what he was watching. Raider Sancho says, Rolly, I need your Insta. I got you. It's what is it actually? I think it's Nic Rohloff 9. Yeah, that would be it. NIC. I don't have the link, But if you go on Instagram, that is my handle, Nic Rohloff 9. Nic Rohloff 9's the handle for my IG. Go give me a follow over there if you want. I don't really post any Heat content, if I'm going to be honest. Like, I put some stuff on my IG story, but that's about it. I don't really, like, put out videos or anything. I know people do reels. I don't do that. I like to keep my Instagram for, like, me personally and my personal life. But I am an open account. I'm not private, so you can go follow me over there. Reaper says, hi, Nick. Do you think we're going to win tonight? Reaper, I have a weird feeling we do, in fact, win tonight. And we'll talk more about this game in just a bit. But y'all know how we get down here at the Heat Report. We're on our health grind. We're all about easy, quick, fast meals. And Factor is the best way to do that. Head to factormeals.com/NBAchat50 and use code NBAchat50 to get 50% off. I'm going to put that link and promo code in the live chat. It's also in the description of today's live stream. But why should you go to Factor? Well, they're easy meals that are ready to be heated up and consumed in just 2 minutes that are delivered straight to your door. Dietitian, chef-crafted meals that are healthy for you, and they taste oh so good. One of my favorite meals that they offer is the loaded bacon shredded chicken. Love the fact that when I have a busy schedule, I know you guys have a busy schedule, I'm able to just pop these in the microwave for 2 minutes and be ready to eat one. It's just unbelievably helpful, but they're also healthy. They've got calorie-conscious options that are about 500 calories a pop. That could not be any better. They also have over 55 add-ons, including protein shakes, juices, smoothies, that just make your day even better, and you have a nice-tasting, nutritious meals the entire time. So head to factormeals.com/NBAchat50 and use code NBAchat50 to get 50% off. Like I said, that link's already in the live chat. It's also in the description of today's stream. So go check out Factor Meals today. Our Super Chat menu for today. Any Super Chat you get on the show. $5 Beers Cheers. I know we got wild. We got absolutely wild on the stream on Saturday. We set records here at the Heat Report. That is unsustainable to do again. But if we want to have another party, because, well, Saturday was a lot of fun outside of the actual result for Miami. $5, got my beer cheers. Happy Dads back in stock. $10, like we did last time, will be shots. This time I got my tequila, $1,800. $20, you get into the Hall of Fame of the Miami Heat Report. I've actually lost track of the amount of people that we've gotten on the report. Let's figure it out right now with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. So the next person to get on the board will be number 42, become a Heat Report Hall of Famer, be etched in eternity here at the Heat Report. Get your Vice jacket, and you become the Kevin Love of the Miami Heat Report, rocking that 42. $20, I'll take a shot, and we'll get you inducted into the Hall of Fame. $50, like we did a lot on Saturday. If we want to get nights, $50, I will chug a beer. We want to get nuts. Oh, if you're ready for the game, like the video. 55 people watching, 21 likes. Can we get to 30 likes before we tip off? Hey, can we get to 50 likes before we tip off? I think it's possible. We still got 15 minutes away from this game getting underway at the Kaseya Center. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Smitten says, I hope Beal doesn't drop 40 on us. Me too, but I got to be honest, after seeing what Jalen Brunson did to us, Jason Tatum, I'm not too confident in our ability to slow down the high-powered trio of Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, and Bradley Beal. This is certainly going to be a fascinating matchup that is going to be tough on Miami. Peter May says, Rolly, make note that the Miami Heat will win 8 of their next 10 games. Well, Peter May, if we come back here after these next 10 games, and the Heat are 8-2 in that 10, Peter May, I will. What will I do? What will I do if the Heat go 8-2 in their next 10? You know what, Peter May? Peter May will. If the Heat go 8-2 in their next 10 games, and Peter May calls that, Peter May is getting that next spot on the Heat Report Hall of Fame. If that happens, they lose 6 in a row, but then they rattle off 8 of their next 10, and you could argue that in that 16-game stretch they go 8-8. It's fine with me. It's fine with me because you'd get back to 8 games above 500, which you were at before the losing streak. Reaper says Jimmy's going to get 90 today. That'd be something. Blake's asking, how are we favored against the Suns? That's a good question. The reason why, I think, in my opinion, is that the odds makers are banking on the fact that the Heat won't continue to lose all of these games. And they're also banking on the fact, well, the Suns might come out a little sluggish today. Why would they come out sluggish? The Suns are on the second night of a back-to-back. They played in Orlando yesterday, and the Magic actually beat them by double digits. Beat them 118 to 96, I believe. Magic took it to the Suns yesterday. So maybe the Suns drop 2 in a row on the road in South Florida. We'll see. Reaper says 9-1 in the next 10 games. Put me on the board. Reaper, if the Heat go 9-1 their next 10, you're going on the Hall of Fame board. Reaper says make a mod. There's no need for a mod, to be honest. Tie Man knows that here at Chat Sports, mods can be helpful because Tie Man is a mod at a couple of our channels to help the bots get pushed away as they infiltrate our NFL streams. But the fact of the matter is, well, we don't have any bots coming into our chat and just spamming their own personal links or whatever they want to spam, so we don't really need a mod, at least for now. But if we ever did need a mod, the first person that I would call is Tie Man the Buckeye, because I know he's the man for the job, and if you'd be willing to do it in the case that we need it, I can trust Tie Man get the job done, but we don't need it, so there's no need to have a mod right now. Reaper says, you still hunger strike? No, I ate, because I can't go a week without food. I did a 3-day hunger strike. I legitimately did not eat. After the Heat's loss a couple Sundays ago against the Magic, I legitimately did not eat on Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. I consumed no food. All I had was water and black coffee. You could argue that's just a fast, which is basically what it was. And then I had to give up. And I ate on Thursday. Couldn't do it anymore. No, Reaper. No, they have not. Unfortunately, they have not. We're still sitting here without a win. Let's go Chicken French. I need it, Sancho. Blake thinks this game is rigged because the Heat are favorites. It would certainly, it would make me happy. It's like Raider Sancho. What's up, Raider Sancho? Followed me on IG. Shout out to you. Give you a follow back, Sancho. Oh, man. How's everyone doing tonight, though? How's everyone doing? I know we're always talking about the Miami Heat. You guys are asking me questions about the Heat, but I want to ask you guys a question. How are you doing? Checking in on the Heat Report viewers. How are we doing? Take basketball out of it. How is everyone doing? Reaper says, how do you feel about the Super Bowl matchup? It is a Super Bowl matchup from hell. That's my honest opinion. Why? Most of you know I am a Patriots fan. So here are the reasons why this matchup is from hell, and I will not be having any fun 2 weeks from yesterday. Well, either Mahomes wins his third ring It has 3 rings and 7 years of football, and is on track to compete with Tom Brady to go down as the greatest quarterback of all time. I don't want that to happen. I also just don't like the Chiefs, and I don't like their fan base. So if you're a Chiefs fan, I'm sorry. So that would suck if the Chiefs won. Why would it suck if the 49ers won? Well, they have 5 Super Bowls as a franchise. If they win, they join the exclusive 6 Super Bowl club, which is just occupied by the Pittsburgh Steelers and New England Patriots. Don't really want a third member of that group. So either way, I'm seeing a person or a player I hate. Not person. I don't really hate him as a person. I guess I don't hate Patrick Mahomes. It's hard to hate. Anyway, tangent for a different day. Either I get to see a fan base and team I hate win a ring, or I get to see a team join my team as the third club in all of football to have 6 Super Bowls. So I don't like this Super Bowl matchup whatsoever. I want to boycott, but I'm too big of a sports fan to do so. I'll be watching. Reaper's good. Raider Sancho's, I'm living the dream. Five beers deep. Oh, Sancho. Reaper says Patrick Mahomes won't become the GOAT because who beat him in the Super Bowl? Tom Brady. I agree. I think the only way that he could become the GOAT is if he wins 8 Super Bowls. And I know winning isn't everything, and you got to take statistics into it, right, in the eye test. But if Mahomes even gets the 7 rings like Brady, well, Brady beat him both times they matched up in the playoffs. Brady is 2-0 against Patrick Mahomes in the postseason. One in the AFC Championship game in Kansas City, by the way. The other one to win a Super Bowl. So, to me, you've seen the two go head-to-head, and Brady won both matchups when he was 40 years old and higher. So I'm going to be taking Brady the entire time, man. I hate KC. FKC. FKC. F them. Mary Beth is in the chat. What's up, Mary Beth? Pat Mahomes equals Kermit the Frog. Travis Kelce equals Motto. I don't know who Motto is. I'm sorry. But you're saying FKC too. FKC. 7 minutes away from tip. Who you got? MIA for the Heat. PHX for the Suns. Let me know who you all got in this ball game. Will the Heat finally end this 6-game losing streak? And who's going to be the person to step up and send our first super chat of the day so I can crack open my Happy Dad? Not even going to do it. Even if it's $1 super chat, I'm cracking open a beer for the first super chat of today's stream. Blake riding with the Heat. Oh, look at this guy, man. I tell you what, Laktara is back again. The GOAT has returned with a $20 super chat. Get your hashtag Team Rolly chance going to the chat. Get the F up, Heat Nation. I can't believe that slipped through the YouTube cracks, but I love it. Shout out to Laktara. Everyone spam Sam down in the comment section once again, allowing me to crack open a beer. I'm going to add a Laktara. Do you want me to add someone to the board, or do you want to go on the board again? And then I'll take a shot as well. Shout out to you, Sam Laktara. Laktara, hopefully you had a good birthday on Saturday. And did you win whatever Royal Rumble? Royal Rumble. I'm sorry, I don't do WWE. I don't know. Pick a real Heat fan. All right, Laktara, you're just a stand-up guy. Hopefully you had a good birthday on Saturday, Sam. I appreciate everything you do for me and the crew here at Chat Sports. But I also want to know if you won your because I saw you're on your IG story that you were like picking balls for the wrestlers, I think. That's how it goes. So let me know if you won. I want to see what Sam has to say. Reaper says, Nick, I will give you $1 million if you know my birthday. I have a feeling that you don't know. You don't have $1 million, Reaper. But on the off case you do, I am going to go with April 17th. April 17th. That's the guess. Slaktara won the women's and men's Rumble drawings. Let's go! No? Nah, I gave it a shot. All right. Everyone spam MIA in the chat. Spam your Miamis, MIAs. I'm going to close my eyes, and the first person that I see gets on the board as the 42nd member. April 3rd. I got the right month. Reaper, were you starting to sweat when I said April? Because I hesitated after saying April and then the day. Did you start sweating? All right. I'm going to give it you guys 10 seconds to get spamming, and then we will pick a person to get into the Hall of Fame. I can't just pick favorites, unfortunately. I want it to be a giveaway to someone in the chat. And out of the if you're watching a Heat Report pregame show to the game, I know for a fact y'all are real ones and y'all are Heat fans, unless you're a Rolly fan, I suppose, like Raider Sancho and Laktara. My brain just shut off. All right, 3, 2, 1. Covering my eyes. Picking. Oh, first name I saw was Reaper. Reaper is a real one. He deserves to get into the Hall of Fame. So I'm happy that Reaper got there. Yeah, I just gave up, and I'm writing these names so much bigger now than I did before. Reaper, congratulations. Congratulations, my friend. Reaper! There you are, right there. We'll have probably one more name go here, and then we're on to row number 5. Row number 5. Shout out, congratulations, Reaper. Shout out to Sam Laktara for being a real one like always. Oh, I owe a shot. 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 But make sure you guys like the video. 31 likes, 91 people watching. Let's get to 50 likes before we tip off. Come on. We tip off in 2.5 minutes. Can we get 18 likes? How about this? I'll take another shot of tequila if we get to 50 likes before we tip off. It has to be before we tip, though. Hit that like button. It's completely free to hit that like button. Hit that button. 17 likes away. Shout out to Laktara. Whew. 15 likes away. 100 people watching. Come on. Let's get to 100 likes before, or 50 likes before we tip off in about 2 minutes. Come on. Yeah, I know, Reaper. That's why I'm kind of happy that I saw your name first. I know you've been around the channel for a very long time. So I'm glad you were able to get it. AX Legend says Rozier dropping 20 plus. I feel like we got a Rozier game on hand as well. 11 likes away from 50. Can we get to 50 likes before we tip off? There's 100 people watching. I think we can do it. If we do get to 50 likes, I'm taking a shot of tequila. Hit that like button as we inch closer and closer to the game getting underway. A minute to go. We're at 5 likes away. 5 likes away. Can we get there? Peter May says, F. Rolly. Peter May, what up, man? As Mr. Edits is watching from New Zealand. 4 likes away. What's up, man? What are you doing? What do you mean they can't get the game on? It's supposed to go on this monitor. Yeah. It's not. They don't have it on TV because it's a Roku TV in there, so they have the app in there. 4 likes away from 50. We're 20 seconds away. What you can do is just not have the producer stuff. And so it's tougher because she can't see, but that's what you got to do. 2 likes away. 7 seconds to go. Can we get to 50 likes before we tip off? I'm taking a shot. There we go. Bang. Bang. And guess what? We're winning tonight because of that. Starting lineup for the Suns, Booker, Beal, Grayson Allen, who cooked us last time for 31, KD, and Nurkic. The starters for your Miami Heat tonight, once again, Terry Rozier, Tyler Herro, Jimmy Butler, Haywood Highsmith, and Mr. Bam Adebayo. What's up, Major? Good to see you. Missed you on Saturday, but good to see you back in the chat. Duncan, Caleb, Jovic, and one for a swap and a second for Kyle Kuzma. I would do that. I would do that. Yeah, I'd absolutely do that, Major. Peter May says, Rolly, you're my OG. Good to know it's not actually F. Rolly. Good to know if it's not actually F. Rolly. All right, we are about to get going as they are officially taking the court now. So that's your last warning. Let us know who you got. MIA for the Heat, PHX for the Suns. Over 100 people watching. Get those votes in. Come on. Terry Rozier, is this the game he finally gets on track with the Miami Heat? Do the Heat finally end their 6-game losing streak today? I sure hope so. I'm going to bring the energy. I'm going to bring the passion. I'm going to try to will them to victory, especially since I found my AirPods today for the first time in a month. I'm able to use my AirPods. I got good vibes. Heat rocking their Heat culture unis. And I need the Heat to play like they're trying to embody Heat culture. I don't know if I've seen the effort, the fight on the defensive end, the glass, rebounding, that Heat culture tries to implore. They need to act like their unis say and beat the Suns, who are repping those all-white unis. Tyler Herro, no headband today. He's abandoned the headband, which is maybe a good thing. Maybe it's a good thing. Tip is won by Yusuf Nurkic, and we're underway at the Kaseya Center. Rozier guarding Beal, Highsmith on Booker, and KD is being defended by Butler. Nurkic gets it at the top of the key, defended by Adebayo. Beal pick and roll. Beal to the painted area, to the rim, floater, good off glass. And the Suns strike early with an easy floater. Bradley Beal, a dangerous scorer in this NBA. Someone that I wanted the Heat to trade for in the offseason. Rozier to Butler. He's met by KD on the right wing. Jimmy hands it back to Rozier. Terry drives on KD. Brings it back out, isolating. Rozier spin. Hezzy is good! Terry Rozier had Kevin Durant in a spin cycle. KD was in a blender, and Rozier knocks it home. That's a good start to tonight's game for the Heat offensively. Let's hope Rozier can get going today. Booker off a curl inside. Blocked by Adebayo. Bam, rejects it. Rozier in transition to Herro. Herro back to Rozier. Terry meets a double, swings it back to Tyler. Now Highsmith open three. Too strong. Rebound by Butler. He fights for the glass. Exactly what I wanted to see. It's Rozier in the corner for triple. Good. Plus the foul. Terry Rozier. And one Miami. Rozier with 5 quick points and a chance to make it 6. This is exactly what I wanted to see. The fight from this Heat team. Chasing those offensive rebounds. Getting out, finding the open shooter, and knocking it home. Type those two for Scary Terry. Let's go. Rozier converts the 4-point play. He's got 6 quick points. Let's go. Sam Locktara says, I'll match any super chat from now until the end of the first quarter. Who's going to challenge Locktara? Booker drives on Rozier in the mid-range and connects. My goodness, Devin Booker is as smooth as it comes offensively. My goodness, is he a talented player. Rozier in the corner, met by Beal. Rozier gets a step into the painted area and turns it over as he tried to dump it off to Adebayo. Bradley Beal now leading the break for Phoenix. Recollects it and kicks it out to KD. KD inside the Nurkic, out to Book. Good offense by Phoenix. And Booker's unable to hit the open three. Rebound to Bam. Bam turns it over. And Bradley Beal reads Bam like a book and slams it home to square it up at 6. Bam, why are you passing it up, man? You didn't need to pass it up. You can take the ball up the floor. Just gifted the Suns 2 points. Butler inside, out to Terry. Swung to Herro. Catch and shoot 3 from the corner. Goes home! Herro on the board with his first shot tonight. 9-6 lead for Miami. Off a Rozier assist, he scored or assisted on all 9 points. KD misses a 3 quickly in the shot clock as he tried to answer. Rebound to Adebayo. Up to Rozier. Terry to the rim for an easy layup. Scary Terry has scored or assisted for all 11 points. He's got 8 in the game. Good offense by the Heat early. Come on, baby. I like the start to this game. Booker at the elbow, met by Rozier. Swings it to Nurkic. He'll shoot a 3. You'll live with that, and that's why it hit backboard first. Bam clears the board. He'll push. Inside to Highsmith. Errant pass out of bounds. That's Adebayo's second turnover of the quarter, and it's going back to Phoenix. Peter May points out that Herro's not wearing a headband tonight. More of a early first 2 seasons in the NBA look for Tyler Herro. Maybe that is how he's going to go back to playing. KD in the mid-range, jumper over Butler, good. I mean, that is KD's offense. You can't really contest that. Coming off a pin down, catches it and lets it fly right away. Rozier dumps it inside the Jimmy right wing, and they're going to call a defensive 3 seconds on the Phoenix Suns. Yusuf Nurkic camping out inside, so the Heat are going to get a free throw. Even more free. Jimmy's going to shoot the free throw, which I get because he's your best player, but Herro is your best free throw shooter. Tyler should be taking the free throw. Butler makes it, so it's a moot point, but either way, you'd imagine that if you can choose anyone to go to the free throw line, you'd pick your best free throw shooter, yet it's always the best player. Highsmith inbounds to Butler. KD is defending. Pick and roll with Adebayo. Jimmy drives. Baseline cut by Highsmith. They get it to him. Highsmith floater goes. Plus the foul! Highsmith with an and one. He'll go to the free throw line to try to get an old-fashioned three-point play. Haywood Highsmith with a good cut on the baseline. And I thought he missed an opportunity to put it up right away, but held it, pump fakes, got his man in the air, and gets the and one. Nurkic will head to the bench after committing the foul. The Heat have come out guns blazing offensively, 15 points in the first 4 minutes of the game. This is a theme as the Heat offense has started out strong over the past 2 games ever since Rozier's become a starter. It's been the defense that has been the issue over the last 2. But as long as the offense continues to hum, we'll be all set, I think. The defense will come. I hope, at least. Grayson Allen drives on Highsmith. High-arcing floater doesn't go, but Drew Eubanks, who just checked in, follows it home with a slam. Adebayo quickly the other way, turns it over again. 3rd turnover of the game for Bam. Booker the other way, inside, layup doesn't go. Good defense by Rozier. He comes away with the board. He pushes, hesitates, out to Butler in the corner, and Jimmy will slow down the offense. He now drives on Beal, loses it, gets it back, out to Herro. Corner 3, he's open, doesn't go, and Grayson Allen with a good checkout on Bam to get the rebound. Durant brings it up. He's met by Rozier. You got to double that. They do, and it's a kickball violation on Adebayo as he was sent over on the double team. Good start offensively for Miami. 140 people watching. Hit that sub button if you haven't already. Daily Miami Heat content. Let's get to 8K subs. Kevin Love and Duncan Robinson will check into the ball game. Herro and Bam Adebayo will sit down. So it's Butler, Rozier, Duncan, Kevin Love, and Highsmith. Durant inside the Drew Eubanks for an easy layup. The pick and roll has hurt Miami defensively in this one, and it's now 15-12. Love the other way at the top of the key. Gets it to Butler. Butler calls for a screen. Love sets it. Jimmy swings it to Rozier. Quick catch-and-shoot trigger for Terry. And we have a wedgie. Everyone spam wedgie for me down in the comment section. Rozier gets it stuck between rim and backboard. That's what a wedgie is. There's nothing more electric in all of basketball than a wedgie. That's going to take us to our first timeout. When we come back, we'll have a jump ball at middle or center circle, I believe, between two players of choice, which I imagine will be Kevin Love and Drew Eubanks. But people spamming the wedgies: Laktara, Axie, John Wick, Dane Haywood, Tyman. Chris says, let's go Suns. Boo. Ron Baker saying wedgie. There is nothing better than a wedgie in the sport of basketball. I don't know what it is about it, but when you see a shot go up and just get stuck in between the rim and backboard, it is hilarious to me. It is very, very fun. Laktara did mention, by the way, earlier in the chat that he is going to match any Super Chat sent in the first quarter. So, who's going to do that? Who's going to make Laktara answer the bell? I'll match any Super Chat from now until the end of the period. Who is going to take Laktara up and get this party started outside of the GOAT, Mr. Laktara, while we do wait for play to resume? And maybe someone send that first Super Chat. I'll tell you about Factor Meals. It's the #1 ready-to-eat meal delivery service in America, and you can get 50% off right now when you go to factormeals.com/NBAchat50 and use code NBAchat50. Ready-to-eat meal delivery takes the stress out of meal planning with chef-crafted, dietitian-approved meals delivered right to your door. No more grocery stores, prep work, and cooking fatigue. You can choose from over 35 meals per week, including keto, calorie smart, vegan, veggie, and more. Plus, there's over 55 weekly add-ons. You'll have a ton of nutritious and flavorful options to kickstart your resolutions. Factor now also offers loads of snack options like breakfast options, smoothies, juices, snacks, and more to keep you going no matter what's on the schedule. If you need a special occasion meal, by the way, they got you covered. Gourmet Plus is a perfect option. So head to factormeals.com/NBAchat50 and use code NBAchat50 to get 50% off. That's factormeals.com/NBAchat50. Use code NBAchat50. Get that 50% off today. That link is clickable in the live chat and description. Ooh, Factor Meals. I love me some Factor. Major says, I'll give you $5 Super Chat if the Heat are up after the first quarter. We got Major back playing his games. Love it, love it, love it. Sabah says, now that Rozier started the one quarter on fire. I agree. Like, the offense has not been the issue for Miami over the last two games in the first quarter. It's been the defense. Butler's actually going to do the jump ball with Eubanks, and Eubanks comes away with it. I don't know if I agree with going Jimmy over Kevin Love. I get Kevin Love as the most athletic guy, but you'd imagine he'd have a better chance because of his height. Bradley Beal inside the Eubanks for a slam dunk, and the Heat are just getting absolutely killed on the pick and roll. So nothing has really changed defensively for the Heat as their struggles continue. What's up, Rome? Rozier loses the ball but gets it back. Now dumps it inside the Butler on the left elbow. Butler, they're guarded by Beal, is stripped. Loose ball. He has it. It will be a jump ball between Bradley Beal and Jimmy Butler. 5 on the shot clock. So Butler, you imagine, is going to be able to win this jump ball against the Bradley Beal. I don't know. I just spaced there for a second. But the Heat will only have 5 on the shot clock if Butler does win this tip. Butler does win the tip. Love gets it to Rozier. Rozier has to fire. Rozier is blocked, and it will be a shot clock violation. So that's unfortunately going to go for a missed shot for Rozier, even though if you watch the game, it really shouldn't count as one. He's now, I believe, 2 for 4 from the field. Beal brings it, 3 for 5, excuse me. He's got 8 points. Beal 3 off the screen, doesn't fall, rebound down to Highsmith. The Heat have led this entire game. Excuse me. Well, no, yeah, the Suns scored first, and then they took the lead after that. Kevin Love left open, cannot hit the 3 from the top of the key. Now the Suns look to reclaim this lead after trailing for the entire game after scoring the first basket of the game. Duncan Robinson, shocker, commits a foul defensively, matched up with KD. Don't love that. KD was in the post, and Duncan commits a foul. Is no one going to take up Laktara on his offer? Booker gets it on the left wing, drives in, kicks out to Eubanks, gets it back. Booker swings it to Eric Gordon, who just checked in. And now it's a defensive 3 seconds on the Heat. So the Suns will get a free throw attempt to tie this ball game up. Booker, one of the most talented scorers in the NBA, knocks down the free throw, so we're even at 15 with 5.5 to go in the first quarter. He'd have been killed off the pick and roll so far in this one. Booker inbounds it to a cutting Allen. He turns around. Floater doesn't go. Rozier clears the board, and now will bring it up. He's met by Eric Gordon. I would get it to Rozier and get out of the way. Eric Gordon cannot stay in front of Terry Rozier. It's now Butler met by Eric Gordon on the left wing. I'd do the same thing for that matchup. Jimmy drives to the free throw line, kicks it to Kevin Love. Open 3, doesn't go. Love 0 for 2, both wide open looks off the catch. Grayson Allen now drives on Duncan, is rejected, and kicks it back out. Now Eric Gordon, corner triple, is good, and the Suns reclaim the lead for the first time since 2-0. 18-15. Duncan getting beat off the dribble. Can't happen. Highsmith, the Love, inside the Butler. Butler is fouled by Eric Gordon. Great ball movement there by Miami to spot the open Butler along the baseline. And Jimmy's going to go to the free throw line for his second and third attempts of the game to cut into this 2-point or 3-point deficit, I should say. Butler hasn't really looked for his shot early in this one, but is going to get to the line, like I mentioned, for 3 attempts early. Butler makes this one, so it's 18-16 now in favor of Phoenix. This is the third straight game for Miami where they're on national television. TNT, ABC, and now NBA TV. Bucket goes for Jimmy, so he's up to 3 points now, 18-17. Booker will bring it up. Same lineup for the Heat that it's been over the last 2 or 3 minutes. Grayson Allen drives on Duncan, running right layup, fouled. Duncan Robinson commits his second foul of the quarter, and Grayson Allen will go to the charity stripe for 2. I mean, Duncan Robinson can't stop a nosebleed, dude. He might be the worst defender in the entire NBA. He gets blown by consistently, and I've never seen someone, I don't care what the stats say, commit more fouls than Duncan Robinson does. He is an absolute hack. I don't know what the actual statistic leader is in fouls given up, but I mean, this guy cannot guard. Frank, that's what I've been saying. Our point of attack defense is pathetic. We can't stop the dribble drive, which just puts our defense in constant rotation, which is why opposing teams are getting so many open looks. Butler rejected by Eubanks on the drive. Eric Gordon to the rim. He's rejected. A rare Kevin Love block. He out in transition. Duncan 3 does not go. Booker with the board. Up to Grayson Allen. He thought about launching a 3, but is turned away by Caleb Martin. Eubanks in the pick and roll, resets it out to Grayson Allen. KD now in the corner. Drives on Duncan. He's double teamed. Now to Allen. Grayson Allen to the rack is fouled on the drive, so he won't get shots, but it will be side out for the Suns with 3:50 to go in the opening period. Man, if we could just stop the dribble drive, man. That's what is really killing us. It's killing us, man. The Heat go to a zone here, it looks like. After the little ball kicked out of bounds. Eubanks inside, goes up on Kevin Love, left hook off glass, goes. It's a good, impressive move by Eubanks, who really impressed me the last time the Heat and Suns played as their backup center. Jimmy drives on Eubanks, kicks it out to Rozier. Rozier swings it to Duncan. He's met by Booker. Picks up his dribble, now gets it to Jimmy. Jimmy downhill, out to Love. Pump fake, reset, corner three. Doesn't go. Kevin Love 0 for 3 on good looks from beyond the arc. Booker up to KD. Is fouled by Love. And now Kevin Durant is going to go to the line for 2 to extend this lead. And just like that, after scoring 15 points in the first 4 minutes of the ball game, the Heat have scored 2 points in the last 4 minutes. Heat offense struggling in the last 4. As soon as Herro and Bam checked out, the offense has gone downhill. That 5-man rotation of Highsmith, Jimmy, Bam, Tyler, and Rozier is very conducive to scoring. They just struggled defensively. But that is your best offensive 5, at least over the last 2.5 games. What's up, Justin King? Heat down 5 now. And Jaime Jaquez Jr. checks into the ball game for Duncan Robinson. Triple J back in the Kaseya Center for the first time in a while. He made his return after a 7-game absence against the, or 6-game absence, I should say, against the Knicks on Saturday, but is now back playing in front of the Miami home crowd for the first time in a while. Jaquez rocking a little bit of a man bun today. No full flow out there. KD goes 2 for 2 at the line, so the Heat back down by 6. Rozier, Love, Jaquez, Butler, and Martin are your 5. Rozier pick and roll. Keita baits the up, guarding Terry. Terry gets a step, running floater. Good! Rozier up to double figures. He's got 10 points. He's been cooking in this first quarter. He's 4 for 6 from the field. This is the Terry that the Heat thought they were getting when they dealt for him early last week. KD out to Gordon. Gordon 3. Too strong. Rebound Caleb Martin. Good box out. Here come the Heat in transition. Caleb to a trailing Rozier. No, Kevin Love snatches it out of the air. Now gets it to Terry. Terry to Butler. Whole right side of the court is open. Go to work, Jimmy. Jimmy drives. Stops. Swings it to Jaquez in the corner. Triple J 3. Does not fall. Booker with the rebound. Him and Durant have played the entire first quarter thus far. Heat 40% from the field. Suns shooting 47%. KD swings at the Bates Diop for a corner 3. And the former Ohio State Buckeye knocks it home to push the Suns lead up to 7. It's the largest of the game on either side. Dos Manitos left to go. Rozier swings it to Jaquez. Back to Rozier. Now to Butler. 2-man action from Jaquez, and Rozier leads to an open corner 3 for Butler, and he splashes it home to get us within 4, and the Suns call a timeout, but it's not one of those timeouts where we get lit because we force them to call a timeout. It's one of those timeouts that I think they call because they were going to lose it after going into the first, because they would have lost it going into the second quarter. But either way, we'll have a break in the action with pretty much exactly 2 minutes to go in this first quarter. Heat trail by 4 after the Butler corner 3. Jimmy Butler is shooting above 50% from the corner this year when beyond the arc. That is a real statistic. Last time I checked, he was shooting 51% from the corners, whether it be left corner or right corner 3. He was knocking them down at above a 50% mark, and he only made a couple more on good three-point shot attempts on Saturday, so I assume that number is still above 50%. Yeah, Muhammadu Terry is absolutely cooking tonight, and if you weren't with us earlier, Sam Locktaro put out an offer for Heat Nation and said he would match any Super Chat sent in during the first quarter. This is our Super Chat menu if we want to have a good time tonight. $10, I'm taking a shot. $5 is a beer's cheers. Any super chat will always get on screen, by the way, and we'll talk about what you have to say. $20 gets you into the Miami Heat Report Hall of Fame. We have 42 members of the Hall of Fame now. Once we close out this board, we're going to auction this board off. It'll go to a lucky viewer of the Heat Report. Get that Heat Vice Jacket Hall of Fame and join the 42 legends on that board. $50 super chat is a beer bong. And if Laktara is true to his word, which I believe he is because I know Laktara and he would absolutely match it, a $50 super chat would not just equal one beer bong, it would equal two because Laktara would send in another 50 that matched. So I would chug 2 beers in a row with no hesitation with one $50 super chat to start that chain reaction. I was toasted on the Saturday stream. I'm ready to get toasted again. It's Monday. Why not? Let's make Mondays more fun. Right, as our super chat menu. Any donation is appreciated. It helps grow the channel. All the money that comes in when you guys are so kind just goes right back to the channel, allowing us to put out more videos, do more live streams. That's where it all goes. So it's really a help me, help you situation. Jimmy Butler will take a seat on the bench. Josh Richardson checks in. J. Rich did not play at all on Saturday against the Knicks. Herro's also back in. Bam as well. So Rozier and Butler sit down alongside Kevin Love. Heat put on a little bit of a press. Booker misses. Herro out in transition. Finds a cutting Jaquez. Out to Martin. Martin to the rack. He's fouled. And it goes! And one for Caleb Martin. Chance to get this to a 1-point game. Good offense for Miami. Defense leading to offense. No hesitation. Pushing it up the court. Herro with a great pass to Jaquez, who kicked it out to Martin. Attacked Devin Booker's closeout. Absorbed contact from Eubanks and finished. Martin converts the three-point play the old-fashioned way. We got a 1-point ball game in the 3:05. Martin bats the ball out of bounds as the Heat have the press on once again. Martin averaging 10.4 points per game this season. You wonder if he'll be traded at the deadline this year, as the Heat are unlikely going to be able to retain him during the offseason when he is a free agent, assuming he opts out of his $7 million player option. Eric Gordon on the left wing. Heat fall back into his zone. Booker at the top of the key. Swings it to Gordon. Gordon lets the ball stop and now gets it to Beal in the corner. Beal double-teamed. Step back. Bank three. Doesn't go. Eubanks with the rebound is fouled and gets the bucket to go. And once again, Drew Eubanks, coming off the bench for the Suns, is killing the Heat like he did about 2 or 3 weeks ago when Miami was in Phoenix. Great defense by Miami initially. Beal put up a nasty 3, and then it was only Herro and Eubanks fighting for the board, and Herro severely undersized and underweight to stop him. Eubanks has got 11 points on 5 of 5 shooting. Heat back down 4. Bam has it at the left elbow. Bam, 3 turnovers in this game already. Gets it to Herro. Pick and roll between them two. Herro hesitating, finds Martin on the baseline. He fumbles the ball, 3 on the shot clock. Martin fades away. Doesn't go. Booker with the board. Booker's been active on the glass defensively. I think that's his 3rd or 4th rebound of this quarter. Still looks like it's a man-to-man defense for the Heat. Gordon outside. He dribbles by Martin. Layup fouled. I don't know who commits the foul. It looked like they reached in and slapped the bicep of Gordon. But now the veteran will go to the line with exactly 30 seconds to go in the quarter, looking to extend this 4-point Suns lead. Don't know who they called that foul on. Unclear. I don't even know if the broadcast is talking about it. Gordon's first free throw, nothing but nylon, 30-25. Gordon averaging 12.4 points per game this season. He goes 2 for 2 at the line. They now lead by 6. No chance for the Heat to go 2 for 1 here, so it looks like the Suns will likely have last shot attempt of the quarter. Jaquez has it left wing. Bam will set a screen for the Rook. Jaime gets inside, attacks, pump fakes, kicks it back to Martin. Caleb Martin drives. He is turned away, swings at the Herro. Herro, tough mid-range jumper, doesn't fall. Gordon with the board, out to Beal, and Beal is a free basket, and now the Heat are down 8. 5, 4, Herro has it. Back to Richardson, open 3, airballed, and that will end the quarter. Heat trail by 8 after 1 after being really close for the most of that opening 12 minutes. It's a bad. I would classify that as a bad shot by Tyler Herro that allowed the Suns to get out in transition for an easy Bradley Beal dunk. And now the Heat are down 33-25. Once again, the Heat defense struggling. 33. That's not a pretty number to give up in the first quarter, especially when you've had so many defensive issues over the last 8 quarters. I get it. It's a tough team to stop offensively when they have KD, Booker, and Beal, but, I mean, this defense, it's had their issues. Current subscriber count, 7,550. The goal is to get to 8,000 subscribers before the NBA trade deadline. The trade deadline is about 12 days away. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It's actually 10 days away, so math is not mathing. We're 10 days away from the NBA trade deadline. Can we pick up 450 subscribers in the next 10 days? I believe we can, and if you haven't subscribed already, I implore you to do so because you will be up to date on the latest Miami Heat trade rumors leading up to that February 8th trade deadline. We'll also have you covered on anything surrounding the Miami Heat after that deadline leading up to the NBA playoffs where the Heat will hopefully be playing. And, man, I'm not going to sugarcoat things. I put out a video yesterday on if the Heat need to trade Tyler Herro. I'm not afraid to have those tough conversations, so hit that sub button. You'll get honest content here at the Heat Report. There's one subscriber. You won't regret it. Major says, same offer, Rolly. My extension extends to halftime, $5 if the Heat are ahead. You're saying that Bam should be the move to the power forward and trade for a good rebounding defensive center. Play them side by side. Thoughts? The issue I find with that is how would it work offensively? Bam can't space the floor, and if the center you get can't space the floor either, well then we got issues. Because if you have 2 big men sitting inside, well then Tyler Herro, Rozier, Jimmy Butler, they can't get downhill and attack the glass because it's going to be crowded with 2 big men in there. If you trade for a center, the center would have to be like a Brook Lopez type, which you obviously can't trade for him, but like a guy who can play at the perimeter on offense most of the time. Second quarter action underway. Bam gets it, fades away on Nurkic, leaves the jumper in the painted area short, and that's how we get the second quarter underway. Beal, KD, Gordon, Nurkic, and Okogie are the 5 for the Suns. Richardson, Jaquez, Herro, Martin, and Bam for Miami. Eric Gordon 3 doesn't go. Rebound tipped out by Nurkic. Eric Gordon comes away with it. He drives inside and makes the layup, and the Heat find themselves down double digits early. Bam brings it up, gets it to Jaquez. Jaquez drives, is met by Nurkic, kicks it out to Richardson. Swung to Herro. Herro drives, stops. 10-footer, rattles in and out. Rebound to Nurkic. Suns up the court now. Okogie drives baseline. Good cut off by Jaquez. Swung out to Eric Gordon. Herro gambled for a steal. Didn't work. Swings it to Okogie. Okogie errant pass to KD. 6 on the shot clock. Someone's open for Phoenix. It's Nurkic. And he's able to hit a right hook over Jaquez. And you're down 12 now. A lot of game left, Sam Brown. Vegas doesn't know. Herro, pick and roll with Bam. Swings it out to Martin. Now to J-Rich. Richardson swings it back to Herro. Once again, a pick and roll between Tyler and Bam. Pull-up jumper, no good. Tyler Herro really struggling after making that first three tonight. We might have to trade him, Sam. Beal now in the Nurkic. Back to Beal. He smoked the layup, but Okogie with the rebound. Now KD, guarded by Jaquez. Another offensive rebound. That's more unacceptable than any of the offensive issues. KD fades away on the baseline and connects. 39-25. Erik Spoelstra is irate. He'll call a timeout. The thing that is more concerning to me than anything is the amount of rebounds the Heat are allowing. Oh, man. This is getting really concerned, man. They're giving no effort to close out rebounds. You have to close out possessions in the NBA. This is concerning. The Suns have 4 offensive rebounds. Can't happen. Just can't happen. Not against a team like them. Herro's 1 for 5 from the field. After making his first shot, he's 0 for his last 4. And you're getting bailed out. The Suns are shooting 2 of 9 from 3. Now, your offense has really struggled as of late. They got off to a hot start. Now shooting... Oh, my page reset. Now shooting 3 of 13 from 3, 8 of 24 from the field. Outside of Terry Rozier's 4 for 6, you're 0 for 3 Kevin Love. 1 for 5 Tyler. 0 for 1 Bam. Jaquez, Richardson, D-Rob 0 for 1. The offense, after scoring 15 in the first 4 minutes of the game, has been abysmal. And you're giving no resistance on the defensive side because you're getting out-rebounded 12-11. You've given up 4 offensive boards. I mean, this team is not playing with the normal fight they have on the defensive glass, on the offensive glass. Major Herro for Kuzma straight up. That might benefit the Heat. You have a better power forward. You start Duncan Robinson. You have Herro, or you have Rozier, D-Rob, Jimmy, Kyle Kuzma, and Bam. If the Wizards would be willing to do that, I'd give it a serious thought, man. I'd give it a serious thought. Especially now that you have Terry Rozier, a 20-point-per-game scorer in the backcourt. You can afford to throw out these Herro hypothetical deals. Martin, top of the key, drives on Eric Gordon. Bank shot doesn't go. Offensive rebound by Caleb Martin. Putback does go. Good hustle by Caleb Martin on a second opportunity or second chance to get a bucket. Heat back down 12. KD in the pick and roll. Pull up over Jaquez. Doesn't fall. Nurkic tips the ball out of bounds. Heat basketball. Bam quickly the other way off the inbounds. Bam pull-up free throw line jumper. Good. No hesitation for Adebayo. 20 on the shot clock. He just puts it up and in. Back within 10. One stop, one score. One stop, one score. It's like Rocky telling Apollo or Creed in the movies. One step, one punch. One step, one punch. KD misses another 3. So here come the Heat. Martin at the top of the key. He drives in on a Okogie. Layup. Smoked it. Here come the Suns. Beal inside. Ooh. thought he traveled there. Kicks it out to Okogie. Okogie, oh, that is a bullshit call. He just barrels into Caleb Martin, and they're going to call a blocking foul on Caleb. I thought Okogie got beat to that spot. He did. Erik Spoelstra should challenge this. That was a charge. Okogie got beat to that spot. Spo will not challenge. I got to be honest. I know it's Okogie and Caleb Martin. I would have challenged that. Bradley Beal misses the layup, but that was unacceptable from Josh Richardson to get beat off the cut like that. Herro in transition. 3. Doesn't go. Good fight by J-Rich on the offensive glass to get another opportunity. He drives inside. Out to Jaquez. Jaquez pump fakes. Loses it. Turns it over. Suns have numbers. 3-on-2. Okogie to Beal. Back to Okogie. Okogie is fouled and one. This is just heartbreaking to watch. This is heartbreaking to watch, man. Herro can't make a shot. Heat getting beat out in transition. They're getting beat on the glass. Heartbreaking to watch. I'm not going to say this game's over. There's a lot of ball game left, and it's still within reach. But this is embarrassing, man. This is not the Heat basketball team we know and love. They introduced these Heat culture unis and Heat culture uniforms and the court, and this team's just been an embarrassing joke, man. It really has. It's been disappointing. Okogie misses the free throw, so he stay down 12. Bam brings the ball up, swings it to Richardson. Corner 3, he's open, and he splashes it home. Heat get within single digits for the first time in a while, 41-32. Suns will call a timeout to talk things over. We have 8 minutes to go in this second quarter. Oh, and we got a $10 super chat from my main man, Axie. Shout out to him. The Miami Heat have been so bad that even the Detroit Pistons could beat them. Something is absolutely not right with this team. They've been getting blown out a lot lately and have no urgency. Axie, I completely agree. They are playing like a team that does not care. And obviously, I don't know if they don't care or not. Like, there's no way to know if they are playing with intensity or not. But I can just use my eyes and say that this Heat team, which predicates itself on outworking you, being more disciplined than you, being more tough than you, over the last 6 games, which they've all lost, they have been beat to every loose ball. They have been giving up a plethora of offensive rebounds, and they have just looked not engaged on both ends of the floor. That's not Heat basketball. It's not what I'm used to. I think the lack of urgency part of that super chat, Axie, is exactly right. It's a good way to put it. No urgency from this team. And I agree with some of you in the chat, by the way, that have said this team lacks size. This team does lack size. But the issue I'm facing is that Bam can't space the floor. So if you want to get a center to play alongside Bam, or any big man that plays alongside Bam, it has to be a center or big man that can space the floor effectively. So when opposing teams collapse inside, you can kick it out to that person for an open 3 and have confidence they're going to make it. This would greatly give the Heat issues on the bench. I wouldn't hate if the Heat went back to starting Kevin Love. And they had Kevin Love as the starting power forward, Bam as the starting center. It gives you more size, potentially more rebounding, but you also have that stretch big. But what that does for you is that it eliminates you from having a big man that comes off the bench, which is why I think one of the biggest needs for this Heat team is still a backup center that you can trust. You trade a second-round pick for Andre Drummond potentially. You start Kevin Love at the power forward center position, and then you could bring in Andre Drummond when Bam sits down. And you could even have Drummond as your only center because that guy will just gobble up rebounds. I don't hate the Andre Drummond idea coming in as a backup center. Maybe you try to go crazy, swing a Drummond and Caruso deal. Good try. Heat down 9. Beal pulls up for an elbow jumper and connects, so lead goes back to 11 for Phoenix. Bradley Beal is so smooth in the mid-range. That's the player that you hope Tyler Herro was going to become, is Bradley Beal, and I officially don't think if he could ever get to that point. Speaking of Herro, wide open 3 from the left wing, and he knocks it home. So I'm asking for Herro to be a Bradley Beal type of player. There's a good start with a 3. KD drives in on Jaquez. Pull up elbow jumper, that goes. That's just unguardable. That's what makes him a top 15 player in NBA history and a top 5 scorer in NBA history. You just can't defend that. I don't care how good you are. That is unstoppable. Butler drives inside, goes up strong, a lot of contact, no foul call. Here come the Suns. Okogie drives on Herro. And his good defense by Tyler initially kicked out to KD. Okogie will now to set a screen. Jaquez defending Kevin Durant. Durant backing him down. They send a double. Swung to Beal. And now they're going to call a defensive 3 seconds on Miami. So the Suns are going to get a timeout. Or a free throw. Oof, KD, man. That's as tough as it gets. I can't even hate KD when he cooks you. You can't even hate KD, man. How can you hate KD? Because it's like one of those things where it's like, it's so impressive. It's so dynamic with what he can do with the basketball in his hands. Like, I can't even hate. He is unguardable. You only hope and pray that he misses. Because every shot he takes is open. Because no one can contest that. They make the technical free throw, but turn it over when they get the ball back. Heat out in transition. They get it to Jimmy in the corner. Jimmy gets a screen from Bam. He's guarded by Grayson Allen. Swings it to Herro. Herro pump fakes. Gets inside. Good drive by Herro. And he's unable to make the shot, but is fouled? Yes, they call a foul. Late call by the officials, but it looks like Tyler Herro will go to the charity stripe for 2. That's Devin Booker's 3rd foul. You wonder if they'll challenge this. It's a weak call. I wonder if it would be overturned. I wonder if Frank Vogel tries to challenge this knowing it's Book's 3rd. They will not challenge this. So Herro gets 2 free throws. He knocks down the first. 46-36. The Heat could get this to a 5-point game or fewer going into the half. I'd feel pretty good. Feel pretty good if we get this to a 5-point game or less. Jay the Fox is Duncan left to an illness. Is that true? Will he not return? Check Twitter. Herro goes 2 for 2 at the line. That is correct. Duncan Robinson will not return to this game with an illness. Shout out to Jay the Fox. I don't get how that's the second time that's happened to a Heat player in the last week. Kevin Love played, left the game with an illness, and didn't return. Now Duncan does it. Weird. Rozier checks in. So it's the 5-man lineup of Jimmy, Bam, Jaquez, Tyler, and Terry. Heat get a stop. Here comes Adebayo. 5-on-4. Butler to the rim. Layup is no good. What late call. They're going to say goaltending. So Butler gets the basket. I honestly don't know. I don't know if I missed this. Let's watch the replay. Oh, yeah. That ball wasn't going to go in, but Nurkic touched the ball when the ball was still on the rim. It was coming off the rim, but he touched it when it was on the rim. So a free blessing by Nurkic. 2 more points for Miami. You're down 7. Okogie, corner 3. Back down 10. Just beat off the dribble once again. Beat off the dribble, kick out, wide open 3. Butler drives on Okogie. Met by Nurkic now. Butler picks up his dribble, finds a cutting Jaquez on the baseline. Jaquez to Bam. Push shot, airball. Bam airballed a 8-foot push shot on the baseline. Grayson Allen drives inside, is followed by Jaquez on the reach, and he'll be side out. How does Bam miss that? Not only does he miss, he airballs. You know how difficult that is to do? Oh, they're going to say Grayson Allen was in the shooting motion. This is ridiculous. Shooting motion? Are you serious? Grayson Allen makes the first. How was that shooting? It was on the drive. That was not in the act of shooting. Like I said, Grayson made the first free throw. I don't get how Bam missed that poorly. I get it's a little bit of an awkward spot. My goodness. Bam's really struggled offensively in the month of January, man. Grayson Allen's second free throw goes as well, so the Heat are back down 12, and once again, defense is the bigger issue than offense. You're on pace to put up over 50, 55 points this half, but you're just getting cooked. Rozier, mid-range jumper over Eubanks goes. Rozier is up to 12 points. Scary Terry has played one hell of a first half. He's 5 for 7 from the field, and he cannot miss. He is just getting buckets after buckets, keeping the Heat within this game. Booker, pull-up mid-range, good. Pick and roll, Heat and drop coverage, easy basket. Rozier gets a screen from Bam. Terry swings to Jaquez. Jaquez inside the Bam. Adebayo right hook off glass, missed it. Bam's been fucking horrible. Booker, pull-up 3. Bucket. Down 15, largest lead of the game for Phoenix. What a horrible. What a horrible first half. Down 15. We'll get some more on this game in just a second. We got to give a shout out to the reason why this live stream can happen, and that's Factor Meals. Head to factormeals.com/NBAchat50 and use code NBAchat50 to get 50% off. That's code NBAchat50 at factormeals.com/NBAchat50. Links in the live chat and description of today's video. Not only does Factor offer fast, simple solutions when you're too busy to cook, but they also help you stay on top of your goals. With offerings like Protein Plus and Keto, you can stay on track in the new year. With offerings like Protein Plus and Keto, you can definitely keep in track of those fitness goals for the new year. Factor has everything you need for a week of flavorful, nutritious eats. In addition to ready-to-eat meals, they also have cold-pressed juices, smoothies, energy bites, extra protein, veggie sides, and more to keep you energized during frantic times. So head to factormeals.com/NBAchat50 and use code NBAchat50 to get 50% off. That's factormeals.com/NBAchat50. Use code NBAchat50 to get 50% off. Down 15 with 4 minutes to go in the half. Kevin Love checks into the ball game for Bam, and Richardson is in for Herro. Jimmy backs down, kicks it out to Terry Rozier. Now sets a screen. Terry working on a Kogi, drives inside, blocked by Booker. What a defensive play by Devin Booker. And then Rozier commits a foul call. Ooh, that's clean. I'm good. Unless you can go play power forward for the Miami Heat. No? Yeah. Over 200 people watching. If you haven't already, hit that sub button because the Heat win, the Heat lose. Well, we'll still be here. Be your one-stop shop for everything surrounding the Miami Heat. Eric Gordon 3 doesn't go. Eubanks offensive rebound over Kevin Love. Eric Gordon drives right by Kevin Love, layup. This team might be broken. I'm not kidding. Like, they might be mentally broken. Do they care? 12-2 run for Phoenix. Butler double-teamed on the baseline. Someone's going to be open. They get it out to Rozier, and the Suns' defense resets. Richardson, right wing, nothing. Gets it to Butler. Butler working on Allen, spins, running jumper, doesn't go, but Butler gets his own rebound, put back, plus the foul. Jimmy Butler with an and one situation. Can someone provide any spark for this Heat team? You are getting absolutely embarrassed by Drew Eubanks, dude. Just horrible. Just horrible. Grayson Allen's heading to the locker room with an injury. Bam Adebayo checks back in. Kevin Love's got his face in his lap. Like he just heard that his dog died. Why is he so down on the bench? That's what I'm talking about. The vibes on this Heat team is just so bad right now. Herro checks back in as well. So a five-man lineup of Jaquez, Herro, Rozier, Jimmy, and Bam to close out this half. Butler converts the three-point play the old-fashioned way. It's 58-44 as Pat Riley looks on in disgust. You wonder what's going on in his head right now. Beal guarded by Rozier. Is he going to call for a screen? He does. It's Eric Gordon. They try to get the switch on the Herro. They don't. Swings it to Gordon. Stolen by Jaquez. Good defense there by Miami. Jaquez in transition to Herro. Right wing three doesn't go, but Butler with the offensive rebound and putback. So 5 straight points for Miami, all thanks to Jimmy Butler, and you're back within 12. The goal was 5. I say let's get it to 8 points at the break. Booker to Gordon. Gordon inside. Swings it to KD. KD gets a step on Jaquez. Pull up 12-footer. Can't do nothing much about that. Suns up to 60 points in the first half again. KD has 10. No defense, no resistance for Miami. Rozier, Bam, pick and roll. Kicked out to Jaquez. Jaquez drives on Durant. Spins. Stripped. And here comes Devin Booker. Don't know why I said Devin like that. His transition three doesn't go. Herro with the board. Herro will push. To Rozier. Rozier stops. Thought about a three. Doesn't take it. Gets it to Jaquez, who takes a corner triple. Can't fall. Rebound to Phoenix. Devin Booker up ahead. Airballed a layup. Herro with the board. Heat have numbers. It's 5-on-4 as Booker lags behind. That was a travel, and then Bam just missed a wide open layup. I'm not kidding you. Bam Adebayo just missed a wide open layup. There was no one who defended him. No one. KD inside. Layup doesn't go. Good defense there by Bam on the weak side. Heat in transition. Herro stripped out of bounds, so they'll have the ball with 1:25 to go on the baseline. I think Bam might have mental issues right now. Jaquez checks out. Richardson in. I think Bam has the yips offensively. Butler in the corner. Met by Eubanks. Jimmy drives. Now KD. Butler on the baseline. Out to Richardson. Swung to Rozier. Extra pass to Herro. Herro pump fake. Resets. 3. Good. There's a big-time shot by Tyler. Heat within 11. Can you get it to 8 points? Tyler up to 11 first-half points. He's 3 for 10 from the field. All 3 field goals are triples. Then he's got 2 free throws alongside that. Eric Gordon drives on Herro. Left floater doesn't go. Offensive rebound over Bam. And then puts it back up and in. How does Bam not get that? Eric Gordon up to 11 points. Rozier pick and roll with Adebayo. Rozier floater doesn't go. Rebound by Phoenix. 31 to go in the first half. Doesn't look like 8's possible. The best you're going to do at the break is 10 points with a stop and 3. And they're going to call a time. An offensive foul, actually. Called on Phoenix. I'm not sure what the foul is on. Choco Bear, I don't disagree. So 15 to go in the half. Heat will have last shot. Can they hit a triple to get it to a 3-point game or 10-point game? Butler calls for a screen, gets it from Richardson. Bodies hit the deck, and it's going to be an offensive foul on Josh Richardson pushing Eric Gordon. This team can't do anything right. Can't do anything right. Can't do anything right. I got to be honest. As much as I am someone who thinks this Heat roster might need to be shaken up, I'll talk more about it halftime. Booker gets downhill, lefty layup, rattles in and out. That will be the half. Heat go into the break down 62-49. So the deficit is not so much where it's going to be impossible to overcome. But down 13 in the first half is never a good thing. Never a good thing. And you already know what I'm going to ask. Grade the Heat's performance so far. Axie spamming F. It's hard not to agree with that. Ron Baker says F-. Reaper says F. Jay says F. Reaper says, who thinks Nic should replace Spo as head coach? Spo is not the problem, I can tell you that. I don't know what's going on in that Heat locker room, but I think this is more on the players than anything. Your boy says F. Moonlight says D+. Jay the Fox says F. Twilight says D. Dane Haywood says D. TJ says F. NFL Productions says F. The only positive of today is Terry Rozier. Only positive. Major says Rolly D+. Talking about he's 7 feet tall. Utah Jazz forward center Lauri Markkanen. Yeah, I think Markkanen is the perfect player that could potentially fix this Heat team. The issue is you don't have enough to trade for him. Because the way Tyler Herro's been playing, Herro, salary filler, or Herro, unless you trade Jaquez for Markkanen, the only way I think the Jazz would be willing to entertain that deal right now is if you send Herro, Jaquez, and a first. That's the only way. And the reason why I say that is because the Heat only have one tradable first-round pick this season. Comes 2 in the offseason. But they could only send 2030 before this year ends. Herro and a first is not enough for Markkanen. It's not. Lauri is a way better player, and he's valued in this league way more. So the only way you'd possibly get even Herro, Jovic, and a first wouldn't be enough to get it done for Markkanen. I'm telling you right now, the only way the Jazz would entertain any offer is if you sent Herro, Jaquez, and a first. It's the only way. But here's the thing. I don't know if a trade could fix this team. We could talk about trade rumors all you want, and I will, leading up to that deadline of February 8th. So if you haven't subscribed, do so. But the Heat have to look inward, man. They have to look inward. Bam needs to start playing with more confidence on the offensive end. Tyler Herro has to start making shots. And they have to be better defensively and more specifically on the defensive glass. They have been outworked and out-rebounded, which is the opposite of how the Miami Heat pride themselves on playing basketball. The Heat are playing the opposite the way they try to tell opponents how they play. The Heat are also shooting 35% from the field and 31% from 3. Herro's 3 for 10. Bam is 1 for 5. That's fucking horrible. Caleb Martin's 2 for 6. Kevin Love's 0 for 3. Jaime Jaquez Jr. is 0 for 3. No one has played good today. The only person that has played good is Rozier, who's got 12 first-half points. He's got 3 assists, 5 of 8 shooting. Butler's your leading scorer at the break with 13 on 4 of 7 shooting. So Jimmy Butler's on pace to have 26 tonight, and he's only taken 7 shots. I mean, Butler has played well. The Pistons would not accept Herro for Cade Cunningham, I could promise you that. The Heat have given up 6 offensive rebounds. That's unacceptable. Unacceptable. They've been out-rebounded 27 to 24. Eric Gordon and Drew Eubanks have 11 points each off the bench for Phoenix. KD has 10, Booker has 8, Bradley Beal has 9. I mean, the Beal and Booker and KD, the big three in Phoenix, are shooting a combined 11 of 27. If you would have told me that KD, Bradley Beal, and Devin Booker are combined 11 of 27 at halftime, I would expect you to be up closer to double digits. Because that means KD, Book, and Beal have missed more shots than or are shooting less than 50% as a trio. They're shooting less than 40% as a trio, or just around that 40% mark. And you're down by 13. That is embarrassing. It's all because you're getting out-rebounded. You've allowed Eubanks to have 3 offensive rebounds and have 11 points on 5 of 5 shooting. Eric Gordon's got 11 points on 4 of 9 shooting off the bench. Just bad, man. Adam says at least Herro has the cojones to shoot because Jimmy looks like he's scared to shoot. I mean, but Jimmy shot 7 times tonight. He's 4-7. Herro's 3 for 10, 3 for 6 from beyond the arc, so it's actually not the worst night for Tyler from 3, but he's missed every shot inside the arc. Major says, roll league, trade Caleb, Jaquez, Herro, Jovic, and a first for Marketing, or trade for Vucevic and move Bam the power forward. Vucevic could stretch the floor and rebound. Trade Herro for DeMar DeRozan. Lots to unpack there. Look up Nikola Vucevic's stats this year. How has he actually spaced the floor? The problem, though, is if you trade for Nikola Vucevic, you're basically making him exclusively a stretch 3. Or stretch center. Yeah, Vucevic is shooting 26% from 3 this year. He's a career 34% three-point shooter, but he's not had a good year from beyond the arc this year. I don't know if that's going to solve your issues today. If you want a super chat during the half, we can get your thoughts on screen, whether it be trade ideas, whether it be your thoughts on the Heat's performance, whatever you want. A super chat gets you on screen and we could talk about it and everyone could see it. Arigato, Mr. Roboto says Heat play much better without Herro. We've seen it and we've proven it. Oh man. It's hard to be positive. Oh, man. Interesting thing point out here on Twitter from, I believe his name is George Navas. He's the Kyle Lowry apologist on Twitter. I apologize if it's not George. I think it is, though. Tweeted this out a little before game time today. Rozier, Jimmy, Bam, and Duncan, so that 4, have played 7 minutes this year. In those 7 minutes, plus 20 net with an offensive rating of 120 and a defensive rating of 100. Instead of Duncan Robinson, and it's Tyler Herro, so the core 4 of Tyler, Terry, Bam and Jimmy, they've played 43 minutes together. Offensive rating of 115, so that dips down from 5, but the defensive rating is horrific, up to 137. So those statistics kind of allude to what I said on yesterday's Heat report about if the Heat need to trade Tyler Herro, how I mentioned that I just don't think a Herro Rozier backcourt can work because of how poor they are together defensively. Now, the only caveat to that is that even though the defensive rating is good in the 7 minutes of a Terry Rozier, Duncan Robinson backcourt alongside Jimmy and Bam, is that those two also are bad defenders. So I don't know how much that would truly change anything. Oh, man. We are 4 likes away from 100 likes. Can we get to 100 likes before second half resumes? 100 likes maybe turns this game around, gives good vibes. I'm trying to grasp for straws here. I'm trying to get something. Got a $2 super chat from Daniel. Shout out to Daniel. I think it's not a first-time super chatter, but unless I'm mistaken, might be a first-time super chatter on the channel at least. $2 says, this has been stressful play-in tourney again. You're on pace to do that right now. We did pass 100 likes, so hopefully that turns around the vibes. Let's check the Eastern Conference standings. I know coming into today, the Heat are the 7 seed. They were the 4 seed, fighting or basically tied with Cleveland, 4 or 5 seed, just 2 weeks ago. And then obviously this streak has occurred. The Heat are the 7 seed right now. They have the same exact record as the Orlando Magic at 24-22. And you've obviously lost 6 in a row. So if the season ended today, you would be playing in that you'd be hosting that first play-in game against the Magic. I mean, the way the season is heading right now, it feels like you're going to be in the play-in again. Unless they drastically turn things around. I mean, you're 2.5 games back of the 6th seed. So you've really fallen off. Like 2.5 games that's a margin. You're 6 games back of the 3 seed. You're 5 games back of the 4 seed. Reaper, yes, the Heat did have a chance to draft Tyrese Maxey. They picked Precious Achiuwa with the 20th overall pick in the 2020 NBA draft. Who went right behind him at 21? Tyrese Maxey. Now, to be fair to Miami, the biggest need of the Heat team, because that came after the bubble, and the biggest need was evident after the bubble, which was a backup center or a center that could play alongside Bam Adebayo after that abysmal playoff series where Myers Leonard and Kelly Olynyk got torched by Anthony Davis in the finals. So they went with need over best player available. And listen, Precious Achiuwa, to me, I didn't hate that pick at the time. Thought Precious showed a lot of good things as his 1 year in Memphis, athletic backup center that I thought was going to be able to move his feet defensively and almost be a Bam Adebayo light with maybe a more developed jumper. But obviously it didn't work out. And, Maxey hurt. The Heat did need a point guard at the time, too. So, the Heat's 2 biggest needs at the time was a point guard because Dragic was getting up there in age, and then a backup center. And they went with the center, which hurts. Another super chat from the Major. Shout out to the Major. Charlotte Hornets forward Miles Bridges. He's a free agent and averages 20 points. 7.1 rebounds. Caleb in a pick to play next to Bam as the 4. I'm not. Miles Bridges, the basketball player, he probably would help this team out quite a bit at the 4 because he's athletic. He can shoot a little bit. And he's a volume scorer. My thing is, though, like if the Heat wanted him, they probably would have tried to get him in the same deal as Terry Rozier. I also don't really want to employ him, to be honest. Like, I know he's on the court, so it is what it is. He's just not a good person. Like, he has a history of aggravated assault and domestic charges. Like, I don't really want to deal with that. But I don't disagree with the basketball player helping this Heat team. I just don't like the idea of employing him. That's just me. I know some people disagree, but we're almost back in second half action. Heat down 13. Is there a comeback in store? In store. Who you got? If you think the Heat can come back and win this game, type MIA. If not, type the PHXs. Giovanni still rocking with Miami. So is Daniel. So is Ty Man. I like your guys' optimism. If they can get stops, Not fooled easy. Still rocking with the 305. Can the Heat get stops? That's the biggest question. We're underway. Heat start with the ball in the second half. And Herro launches a three after a screen, coming off a curl, and misses it. Booker now brings the ball up for the Suns. Gets the Nurkic high-low action, gets the KD. KD sees a double team, fades away one-legged and knocks it down. I mean, that's the shit I'm talking about. I don't know how you defend that. Bam at the top of the key, hands it to Herro. Ball loose, turned over, and now Herro's hurt. Herro is hurt. Nurkic out in transition with a layup, and he is fouled by Haywood Highsmith. So what a train wreck. Herro comes up limping after the contact by Booker, and then now Haywood Highsmith fouls Nurkic after the TO, and it's a very quick 4-0 run by Phoenix out of the break, and you're down 17. Let's watch the replay. It was a late foul by Haywood. It's a common foul. It's not going to be a flagrant. They might review it, but that is not a flagrant foul. Ron Baker says we're about to start winning again if Herro goes out. I'll say this: if Tyler Herro, doesn't look like he's seriously hurt, but if Tyler Herro went out for like 3 weeks to a month, and his team turned it around with him out of the rotation, that would certainly tell me a lot. Let's just say that. That'd certainly tell me a lot. Ugh. The problem is that if Herro's out and you want to see how this Heat team plays without him, and then you could trade him, well, the deadline's 10 days away, so you don't get a lot of time. Here's the thing. Herro, they're not talking about on the broadcast, so I don't think Herro is actually seriously hurt. Just came up limping for a second. But this is looking like the third straight blowout loss, as you're down 17. And the AirPod theory is dead. We got T money and D money. Like I said, it's just a common foul. Now, Alfonso, Bam is just being mentally weak on the offensive side of the ball. He can't make a shot. This team needs the All-Star break more than anything right now. All-Star break is about 3 weeks away. They need just to get away from each other for like 3-4 days and maybe come back together and start hooping again. But the problem is if they keep on losing games, like, they might be cooked, man. Major, I talked about that on yesterday's video. Nurkic misses the free throw, so he trail by 17. Herro still in the game, so he's fine. He's fine. Rozier gets on the left wing. They set up a play as Bam comes sets a screen. Rozier to Herro. Herro back to Terry. Terry gets the screen again from Bam. Pick and roll for those two. Step back mid-range for Rozier. Too strong. Rebound down to KD. Booker backing down. Swings it around. Great ball move by Phoenix. It's an open Aaron Gordon triple, but he cannot connect. Butler gets the board. Jimmy brings it up for Miami. Drives in on Eric Gordon. Euro step to the lane. Easy layup for Jimmy Butler. Butler's been good in this game. 5 of 8 from the field. He's up to 15 points. Jimmy has been good. Pick and roll between Beal and Nurkic. Rozier, good job staying with Bradley Beal there. It's good point of attack defense, something the Heat have lacked. Beal to Book. Book fouled. He'll be on the floor, though. Haywood Highsmith overcommitted on the closeout. No, Raider Sancho, you can't get what that is in the chat. You can't get that. I like this. Good question by, it's your boy. No more who you got. Will the Heat reach 100 points? As Eric Gordon missed the 3 a second ago, makes that one. You're down 18. 33 bench points for Phoenix, 8 for Miami. Herro at the top of the key. Gets a screen. Swings it to Rozier. Rozier pump fakes. Resets and shoots a 3 and rattles it home. So Rozier with his second triple of the night and gets it back to a 15-point game. Terry Rozier's played good today. I like what I've seen from Terry. Booker fade away on the baseline. That hit backboard first. How about that? Here comes the Heat in transition. Butler, guarded by Beal, backs him down. He's left on an ISO. Goes up, misses, gets his own rebound. It is fouled. Jimmy Butler looking aggressive here. Good attack by Butler to draw the foul. He'll go to the free throw line to try to make this a 13-point game. As the Heat show a little bit of life here, attempting to have a little bit of a comeback. New poll, will the Heat get to 100 points? Yes or no? Butler makes the first free throw. 69-55. I'll say this. You went down 18 early in this third quarter. If the Heat were able to make and stage a comeback against this Suns team and overcome an 18-point deficit to win and end this 6-game losing streak, that would put this team in a much better way mentally as we progress through the season, knowing they could come back from 18 against a high-powered Suns team. Not saying it's going to happen, but if you're able to make it happen, you're going to have a lot of life. Butler goes 2 for 2, so it's a 13-point game. Booker, pull up at the free throw line, good. Just a good offensive set to get him the ball on the move and then just able to rise over Haywood Highsmith. Back down 15. They do the same thing for Herro at the three-point line, and he missed it. Herro 0 for 2 to start this half. He's now 3 of 12 in the game and 3 of 8 from beyond the arc. Booker fumbles the ball. Doesn't go out of bounds. Now gets it inside the Nurkic. Nurkic drops it. He swings it. Stolen by Rozier. But they say it hit the bottom of the backboard, and it was tipped by Butler on the initial pass. So it will be Suns ball on the baseline with 5 to go on the shot clock. Watch the replay. Butler clearly tips it. I didn't see it hit the backboard or anything. That was weird. Ball is inbounded to Booker, who just off a curl rises right over Highsmith. Back to 17. Herro left wing. He pump fakes, drives, spins, out to Adebayo. Bam, free throw line jumper. Too strong. KD in transition. Swings it to Beal after a double team. Beal's 3 does not fall. That's a foul on Bam, just grabbing Nurkic. This is a fucking horrible effort by Bam. This is embarrassing. I never thought I'd have to say this about Bam Adebayo, but he has been Very sad. I just can't believe what I'm seeing from Bam, man. He's getting boxed out by Nurkic. He's making Nurkic is making Bam look like a little kid. Beal drives on Rozier, picks up his dribble, swings it to KD. KD gets a step on Butler, swings it back to Beal, to Booker. Good defense here by Miami. Beal has to put up a deep three. Makes it. The best defensive possession of the half, and it still results in a 3 for Phoenix. 20-point game. Jimmy to Bam, swung to Rozier, wide open catch and shoot 3 from the corner, and Terry answers with a triple. The only bright spot of tonight's game is how well Terry Rozier has looked. Maybe finally getting welcome to the 305, but it's still not a good game for the team. Beal looking to answer with a corner 3. That doesn't go. Rebound to Herro. Herro will bring the ball up. Tyler swings it to Rozier. Bam sets a screen. Rozier back to Bam at the free throw line. Bam drives, right hook off glass. He didn't even hit rim. Kevin Durant stripped by Butler. There's good defense by Jimmy. He out in transition. Trailing Herro 3 is no good. Booker now the other way. His pull-up 3. Good. That was an unbelievable shot from Book. Butler quickly the other way. He's fouled. He'll go to the line. Wow. Heat down 20, and we'll go to a timeout. First of the half. Money Matt says bench Bam. I'd bench Bam for the rest of the game. I legitimately think I'd bench Bam for the rest of the game. Bam is my favorite player on this team. Bam is my favorite player. But I can be objective. That's why I always say I'm a Heat fan. I love some of these players. But I am always, to quote my good friend Mitchell Renz, who covers the Raiders, he always says, no one is above the shield. I think the same applies. No one is above that Heat logo. No one is above the Miami Heat. And I'm going to call it how I see it. And the way I see it right now is that Bam is still really good defensively. There's no debating that. I still consider him the best defender on the planet. But he has been horrific on the offensive end. He has been outworked on the defensive glass. Nurkic is making him look like a little kid, and so is Drew Eubanks when he's been in the game. Bam's play tonight and effort on the glass, getting rebounds, has been nothing short of embarrassing. He is the new captain of the Miami Heat after Udonis Haslem is retired. You need to lead by example. You got Heat culture on your chest right now. There is no such thing as Heat culture. They should never wear these unis again. They should never preach Heat culture again. Because as long as I'm concerned right now, Heat culture died with Udonis Haslem. There has been no culture. That Heat culture everyone talks about, that doesn't exist with this Heat team. People always want to flame Udonis Haslem on the bench. They always want to flame him, being 40 years old, not playing. But maybe he made more of an impact just being on that bench than we realize. Because this team this year, embarrassing. Embarrassing. I don't like calling people out, but it's how I see it, man. It's how I see it. That's what I said. Like, I'll never lie. I will never come on this stream, whether it be a live stream. I'll never come on the Heat Report and lie to you guys. I never will. Butler goes 2 for 2. I'll give you my full, honest opinions. If you guys think they're wrong, you think they're wrong. I'm not going to cater my thoughts to anyone. I'm not saying that any of you guys would make me do that. I'm just saying, like, I'm just going to give you my thoughts, and I'm not going to shy away from those opinions. KD backing down Jaquez. He's going to see a double team. Swings at the Booker. Wide open catch-and-shoot triple for Book. Doesn't go. Jaquez with the board. He'll push as he just checks in. Finds a trailing Kevin Love. Love had a bad stint in the first half, 0 for 3 from the field. Butler gets a screen from Love, swings it to Rozier. Terry inside the Kevin Love. Love is fouled by Beal, who is checking K-Love, and I believe that is going to be on the shot, so Kevin Love will go to the line for 2. Your boy says we have to stop doubling. Well, when they get it to Kevin Durant inside, you have to double because not one person can guard him. You can maybe put Bam on him and see how that goes in one-on-one situations when Bam's on the court, but then you're just undersized inside. That's why I toyed with the idea of going bigger, having both Bam and Kevin Love on the court, let Bam guard Kevin Durant, and let Kevin Love try to deal inside with Eubanks or Nurkic. 2 free throws for Miami there, so it's a 16-point game. Either 15 or 15 from the line. Eric Gordon brings the ball up. Heat can't tell if they're in a zone right now or not. Looks like they will be. 2-3 zone for Miami. Devin Booker gets a screen. Drives inside. Pull-up jumper at the elbow is fouled by Highsmith. Highsmith, defensive specialist for this Heat team, but boy, has he struggled today. And listen, I'm not going to blame him. He's really struggled over the last week, getting cooked by both Randall, Brunson in situations, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, now Devin Booker, Kevin Durant. Those guys I just named are top 20 scorers in the NBA. Like, not asking them to shut them down, but there's really not been any resistance from Haywood. Booker goes 1 for 2 at the line, so it's 80-63. Can the Heat go into the final quarter down 10? Can you win the final 5.5 by 7 and give yourself a chance? Kevin Love tries to start us off with a 3 in that run. Can't make it. He's 0 for 4 on the game. Booker drives right by Jaquez. Ooh, good recovery by Jaime to force a kick out to Eubanks. Beal drives on Butler, gets a step, and finishes. Butler just got beat right to the basket, back to a 19-point game. Jaquez isolating on KD to Love. Love turns it over. Here comes the Suns. Bradley Beal resets the offense. Gets a screen from Gordon, now met by Jaquez. Beal picks up his dribble, swings it to Gordon. Now inside to Kevin Durant. Fades away on the baseline. Good. How do you defend that? As soon as he caught it, he was fading away and hit a one-legged fadeaway. How do you defend that? Jaquez swings it to Highsmith. Corner 3. He's open. Doesn't go. Butler with the offensive rebound. Put back good. I credit Butler for trying on the offensive end tonight. Jimmy's got 21 points on 6 of 10 shooting. Jimmy Butler's also got 4 offensive rebounds. Jimmy's tried. Jimmy has given effort tonight. You've just gotten absolutely nothing from Tyler Herro and absolutely worse from Bam Adebayo. TV timeout. 4 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the third quarter. And I'll tell you about our sponsor on tonight's stream, which is Factor Meals. Head to factormeals.com/NBAchat50 and use code NBAchat50 to get 50% off. That's factormeals.com/NBAchat50. Use code NBAchat50 for 50% off. That link's in the live chat and description of today's live stream. Factor's ready-to-eat meal delivery takes the stress out of meal planning and sets you up for success in the new year. Skip the grocery stores, prep work, and cooking fatigue. Instead, get chef-crafted, dietitian-approved meals delivered straight to your door that are ready to be heated up and eaten in just 2 minutes. You'll have a ton of nutritious and flavorful options to kickstart your resolution. Skip frantic lunch preps and rush dinners. Factor's 2-minute meals are your secret weapon in the new year. Factor's also super flexible when things get hectic. Change up your order on a weekly basis, ranging between 4 to 18 meals per week. You can also pause or reschedule your deliveries at any time. That is super helpful to me because y'all know with all these watch parties that we be doing, we have a busy schedule here at the Heat Report. So Factor makes it super easy for me to have nutritious and flavorful meals on the go that can fit my schedule at any time. So head to factormeals.com/NBAchat50 and use code NBAchat50 to get 50% off. That's factormeals.com/NBAchat50, code NBAchat50. Oh, man. Oh, man. I have never been this disheartened by a Heat basketball team. Just the truth. It's just the truth. I think the only thing I could compare to this, to be honest, is because you knew in 2017, 2018, 2019 seasons that those were not teams that had championship aspirations. You were hoping to make the playoffs and be someone who could play spoiler, but you never thought those teams could win an NBA title. You're coming into the season thinking you could win a title. You were 24-16. 8 games above 500, the 5th seed in the East, fighting for that 4 spot with Cleveland. And you're like, all right, we could really do damage this year. And then this has happened, and then now, we're lost. And the sad part is, everyone kept on saying, oh, we're going to be healthy, blah, blah, blah. We just got to get healthy. Doesn't matter. Fully healthy, this team stinks. We're actually better when one of Tyler, Herro, Jimmy, or Bam misses, it feels like. Play resumes, down 19. Heat in his zone. Caleb Martin and Rozier check into the game. Rozier, Martin, Butler, Kevin Love, and Jaquez are your 5. Booker swings it to Okogie. Okogie has to put up a 3 and banked it in. I mean, the Suns are 10 of 15 from the field this quarter. You're on pace to give up about 130 points again. Jaquez in the Butler. Listen, that was actually the best defensive possession of the entire half. Maybe the game. And it still resulted in a bank 3. Rozier answers. Another triple for Terry. This is clearly the best game of his Heat career. 21 points on 8 of 13 shooting. But it's just not mattering. Rozier and Butler came to play. Everyone else did not. Gordon pump fakes a 3, relocates, answers. This is exactly like the Celtics game. You're scoring at not a bad clip, but you just can't get one stop. Rozier drives on Durant, kicks it out to Jaquez. He's open for 3. Jaime can't get it to go. He's had a bad game. Jaime has played horrible. He's defending KD now. KD calls for a screen, gets Kevin Love, drops it into Eubanks, swings it to Gordon. Eric Gordon, no hesitation, 3. Shocker. I went in. 25-point game. It's over. It is over. There's no coming back from this. shit. Actually, I just saw that trade idea you sent me. I'm not doing that. That doesn't solve anything for Miami. Is D'Angelo Russell a better player than Duncan Robinson? Yes. That doesn't solve anything for Miami. Another guard that can't defend but only shoots the ball. Sure, you could bring him off the bench hypothetically, but like it doesn't help your defense. Jaquez inside. He's fouled by Booker. So Jaime's going to go to the line. Answer this question for me in the comment section. Jaquez goes 2 for 2 at the line. I just don't know if there's a trade out there that could fix this. You got to look inward. Booker gets it to Gordon. Eric Gordon's been cooking you all game long. He drives inside on the zone, swings out to Okogie. Okogie's fouled by Butler before the shot. Nicholas says no. Ron Baker says no. Justin King says no. Dane Haywood says no. Preston Quick says no. So you guys are still showing faith. Credit to you guys. I'm not saying the season's over. I just thought it would be an intriguing question to ask you guys. See what y'all thoughts are on it after this 7-game losing streak once this game concludes. Free throws made by Okogie as it was before the shot, but they are in the bonus. Okogie misses the second. That's a foul on Drew Eubanks. Ball back to Miami. Heater in the bonus goes to that foul by Eubanks. Kevin Love's going to get 2 free throws. Muhammadu says conspiracy theory. Miami intentionally trying to just sneak into the playoffs this year, so our 2024 pick is a bit higher, so we can draft another Jaime while still contending. Yeah, I don't buy that. Two minutes to go in the quarter. Heat in his zone. Booker drives in on Rozier, touches the painted area, pulls up, and hits a jumper. The Heat have nobody right now that can do that. I'll tell you what. The Suns are 13 of 18 in this quarter. They can't defend a soul. They're going to give up 100 points before the fourth quarter. Butler spins on Okogie, gets to the rim, lefty layup, doesn't go. Rebound down to Okogie. He'll push for Phoenix. Drives left, stripped by Rozier. I think that's off his leg. They're going to say it's last touched by Scary Terry, but it might have been off Okogie. Let's watch the replay. Clean strip. Probably is the right call. Booker in the corner now, guarded by Caleb Martin. Drives baseline, pushes off, fades away. Oh my goodness. Rozier quickly the other way. He's rejected. That ball clearly out of bounds, so it'll be baseline out of bounds for Miami. Wow. At a loss for words right now. At a loss for words. Rozier will check out with a minute to go in the quarter. Richardson in. Gets it to Jaquez. Jaquez inside. Stops, turns, goes to the rim. He's blocked. Okogie swats Jaime. Jaime has not played good today. I'll tell you that. Booker. Deep three. That doesn't go. Rebound to Jaquez. Jaquez will bring it up. Turns it over. Jesus Christ, dude. Tried to find Kevin Love on a push-ahead pass in the middle of the floor. Stolen away. 26-point deficit. Potentially. That might be best-case scenario heading into the fourth quarter. Beal working on Jaime. Bradley drives inside. Stops. Turns. Jumper. Banked and in. 100 to 90 or 100 to 72. Jay Rich brings the ball up, cutting Caleb Martin. He slams it home. So it will be a 26-point deficit at the end of the third quarter. And I'm just going to leave this up. Oh, man. I don't even know. What do we talk about? Justin King says, Shell, as Heat fans keep raging, cheers, my friends. I just don't know if there's anything to, do. If anyone does want a super chat, pop any thought you have on screen, whether it be a question about the Miami Heat, whether it be venting. If we want to have a vent session on the Heat Report, that's fine by me, because any super chat's going to get on the show. $5 is a beer's cheers, $10 a shot. Tequila, $20 gets you under the Miami Heat Hall of Fame board, and then a $50 super chat. I shotgun a beer, basically. But, man, I don't even know what to think anymore. I'm just waiting and waiting for this team to show a little bit of life. Any life. And they have not done that at all. And then you have a game against the Kings on Wednesday. Probably going to lose that one, too. And then you play the Wizards on Friday. Maybe you can win that. I tell you what, if you lose to the Kings to make it 8 straight losses, and then lose to the Wizards on Friday, it might be actually time to blow this team up. Then you got the Clippers on Sunday. If I had to give my prediction for the rest of the week, you're going 1-2. I hope you can beat the Wizards. But I'd pick us to lose against the Clippers and Kings. Both of those games are at home. I don't think it matters. There's a legit chance that you're going to lose those games. Tonight's the 7th straight loss. You go 1-2, and then now you're 1-9 in your last 10. That is a legit possibility. Fourth quarter's underway. Gordon, open three, doesn't fall. It's Herro, Richardson, Jaquez, and Bam for Miami. Caleb Martin gets it to Richardson. Left wing three. That's good for J. Rich. I'll say this. I feel as if I am on that Tyler Herro might need to be traded train, but I'll say this. Trading Tyler Herro isn't going to solve every issue the Miami Heat have. They have a lot more issues than that. And I don't know, man. Caleb Martin drives in, stripped. What a play by Eric Gordon. See, why did Caleb Martin... That was fucking horrible. Beal pull up three. Too strong. There's a good box out from Tyler Herro. Look at that. Rebound to Jaquez. That was such a bad move by Caleb. Caleb had a step on the baseline. Could have went up for a layup or a floater along the baseline, but spun into the defender to lose the ball. Oh, the Heat aren't protecting home court. They aren't protecting anything. Herro on the right wing now. I'd love to hear the questions that the reporter's going to ask today. Jaquez three doesn't go. Jaime's been horrible. Tonight, at least. Suns out in transition. Now they get it to KD on the left wing. He rises over Jaquez. Can't make it. Rebound to Tyler. Here comes Herro. Herro pull up three in transition. It goes. Spear of Adidas says splash. It's like CP3 meme of hits big three to cut it to 20. Richardson picks the pocket of Eric Gordon and slams it home. I will say this, a very quick run by Miami to get this game to 18. Not ready to say the Heat are back in this one, but they're down 18 with 10 minutes to go. And we'll leave it at that. I'll tell you this. I mentioned this earlier, too. Like, when they were down 18 and they got to 13. Like, if you're able to come back against the Suns team, which was 18, the highest it was 26 in this game, and win, that might propel you very forward for the rest of the season. So, we'll see. I'm not going to say the Heat are going to do it, but if they magically did win this game somehow, I think that would fix a lot of the vibes issues potentially on this team. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you about Factor Meals one last time tonight. Factor Meals, the best meal delivery service there is. And you get 50% off at factormeals.com/NBAchat50. Skip the overpriced takeout trap. Factor is cheaper and way more delicious than takeout. Get chef-crafted, restaurant-quality meals delivered right to your door. They're ready to heat and eat in just 2 minutes, which means more time for you. When things get hectic, Factor is flexible. Change your order up every week with plans from 4 to 18 meals per week. You could also pause or reschedule your deliveries anytime. Stress less over meal times. Factor's no prep, no mess meals, free up time otherwise spent shopping, cooking, and cleaning up. No more wasting time in the kitchen. So head to factormeals.com/NBAchat50 and use code NBAchat50 to get 50% off. One more time, that's code NBAchat50 at factormeals.com/NBAchat50. Get your 50% off today. That link is clickable in the live chat, also in the description for today's live stream. The Heat might suck, but I tell you what, Factor Meals doesn't. Go over there and get that 50% off today. Oh, man. It is kind of wild that I'm not going to throw any shit at KD right now, but it is kind of wild to me that he's had a big three around him his entire career. Like, think about it. Like, Harden, himself, Russ. I know they were really young, but I know, and then maybe they rocked with just KD and Russ there for a while, but then the Golden State Warriors, then the Brooklyn Nets, then the Suns. Like, it's just been crazy that Kevin Durant has always had, like, NBA Hall of Fame teammates alongside of him. Speaking of KD, he misses a three there. Herro at the board. He out in transition. Richardson inside. Gets stripped. It's off Phoenix, they say. And it will be Heat basketball. I mean, you're getting lucky with some of these misses for the Suns. I mean, you can get to 16 and 15 here. Herro open for three. And he hits it. Wait a minute now, fellas. We have an 11-0 run over the last 2 minutes. Fellas, a stop and a score, and I'll believe. You could tell the energy is a little bit different for Miami. You could see in their legs, their defensive stances, they're a little bit more engaged. KD looks to answer with a three. That will hurt. That will hurt. Richardson back the other way. Gets it to Bam at the elbow. Herro looking for another three. Good pass to Adebayo, and he skies in for a slam. Good offense there by Miami. Herro's three-point shooting drew the defense out, and he was able to hit a nice pocket pass to Adebayo, who skied for the slam. That's good offense. Suns the other way. Nurkic kicks out to Eric Gordon. Swung to Beal. He pump fakes. Relocates for three. In and out. Rebound. Bam just got outworked again by Nurkic. Either Bam is too small or the effort's not there today. Might be too small. He's only 6'9", 6'10". Booker inside. Pulls up. Bucket. Just like that, you had a chance to get the ball back down 16. And Bam just gave up a board. Herro pick and roll. What a lob. A lot to digest there. I thought he put up a shot. It was a lob pass to Adebayo, who made a really impressive left-handed one-hand tip in there. That was impressive by Adebayo. KD in the corner. Ball movement by the Suns is crisp. Booker's got it left wing. Heat still in a zone. It's going to be an Eric Gordon right wing triple. Left it short. Offensive rebound bounce right to Phoenix. Booker thought about a triple. Now backing down Richardson. Booker spins, double teamed, fades away from it. Tough shot, doesn't go. Rebound by Richardson. 16-point lead for Phoenix. Chance for Miami to cut into it. Richardson drives inside, is fouled. And Josh Richardson is going to go to the line to get this potentially to a 14-point ball game. The Heat are 6 of 8 from the field this quarter. The Suns are 2 of 10. And now that the Heat have a chance to cut this to 14, 7 minutes 15 to go, who you got? Might be a question that actually needs to be asked. Richardson's first free throw, he's been a lead at the line this season. He makes it. 91-05. Are we going to see the comeback of the century? And certainly the comeback of the year for Miami. Richardson's got 9 points tonight. He's played well, hit 2 triples as well. Chance to get in the double figures with this free throw, and does. It's officially a 14-point ball game. What do I always say, folks? One stop at a time. One stop at a time. You could take this one possession at a time on both sides of the floor. Not going to come back from 14 points with one shot. Heat still in a zone. They get it to Nurkic at the high post. Nurkic, pump fakes, stripped by Richardson. Jaquez saves it. Oh, but they're going to say Jaquez was out of bounds when he grabbed the ball. So it will be 8 seconds on the shot clock for the Suns as they'll have it side out. Butler checking back into the ball game for Jaime Jaquez Jr. I don't know if you could bring back Rozier, honestly. I like bringing Jimmy back right now, but Richardson has played so well in this fourth quarter that you have to keep him. His activity on offense and his defensive activity has earned him minutes down the stretch of this game. You can argue maybe taking Caleb Martin out for Rozier, but I kind of like this lineup of Richardson, Herro, Caleb, Bam, and Jimmy right now. Beal, corner three, doesn't go. Rebound, Caleb Martin. Here comes Herro. Herro, hesitation, inside, lefty layup. Smoked it. That just fucking hurts. That just hurts. Chance to get it to a 12-point ball game, and you just missed the layup. That hurts, man. Those are the shots that just need to go. Beal working on Martin, straight line to the rim, misses it, but Bam and Herro both got beat on weak side rebound. A Kogi put back dunk. Don't know how that happens. Find a fucking body and box out, fellas. Herro misses a three. So you have this at a 14-point ball game. Herro misses a wide open layup. You give up a dunk after not boxing out when it was Herro and Bam on the weak side and just a Kogi. And then Herro misses a quick three. Put that one in the notebook. And Jimmy Butler has injured his hand as he reached in, maybe just a jammed finger. Looks like it's just a jammed finger. You want to talk about a capstone of this Heat season and this 7-game losing streak, which is about to be. Mark it right there. 14-point game, missed layup. Weak side rebound for a dunk, missed three. Richardson out in transition after a poke away. He lays it up and in. Add Josh Richardson to the list of people who came to play today. There's only 3 people. Richardson, Rozier, and Jimmy. Only 3 people that showed up to the Kaseya Center today. Beal drives in, resets it back out. Good initial defense by Caleb Martin. 5 on the shot clock. Screen by Martin. Beal swings at the book. Swings to KD. Wide open corner 3. Yep, and just don't understand how you could play good defense for 20 seconds, and then in the last 5 seconds of the shot clock, you just give up a wide open 3. Just based off ball movement. They didn't even dribble drive. Caleb Martin inside. Gets it to Bam at the elbow. Bam goes up not strong. Guess strong. He's fouled. Adebayo is going to go to the line with 5 minutes to go in this ball game. Yeah, the way the Heat's defense has been playing in the zone, they just get 7 seconds left on the shot clock. They do a deep skip pass to either Beal or Book, and then just do an extra pass to the guy in the corner. And the guy in the corner this entire second half has been Kevin Durant. Maybe it's just me, but Kevin Durant's not the guy you want to leave wide open in the corner. Bam makes the first free throw. Makes the second, so you're still within 15, 95-110. 15-point deficit in 5 minutes. Wouldn't rule it out, but you got to get stops. Especially when they hold the ball for 20 seconds every possession. Nurkic inside on Bam, misses the layup. There's a good stop. Adebayo brings it up. Swings it to Caleb Martin. Martin settles the offense, drives on Beal. To the rim, layup. Good. Caleb Martin makes it a 13-point ball game, and Frank Vogel wants to talk it over again. This is the spark the Miami Heat have needed, and we've liked to see out of this rotation. They called timeout, the only time of the game where I believe it's deemed necessary. You know what? Let's get the vibes in the chat. Let's show some life ourselves in the YouTube streets. Spam those fireball emojis. The Suns need a TO. 13-point ball game. This game's not over yet. One stop at a time. 4 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Moonlight, Dane Haywood. Benign. Show some life ourselves. Aiden Law. Jimmy Butler's on the floor. Luis M. Spamming those fireball emojis. C. Zenny. Javier. Cedric Perry. Suns need a TO. Suns need a TO. Let's see how many subscribers we could pick up during this timeout. Sub for Heat Dubs. The remainder of this game, 4 minutes and 40 seconds, we're going to subscriber-only mode. So if you want to participate in the chat, hit that sub button. You won't regret it either way because I put out daily content here at the Heat Report, whether it be a video, whether it be a live stream like the one you're watching right now. We are coming at you 365 days a year with content surrounding the Miami Heat. Hit that sub button. We'll have you covered leading up to the trade deadline. And on trade deadline day, we'll have you covered if the Heat make a move or if they don't make a move. We'll talk about that for sure. We'll also cover the buyout market. I expect the Heat to be active in the buyout market the days after the February 8th trade deadline for sure. Hit that sub button. There we go. Can we climb closer to that 8K subscriber mark we're chasing? The goal was 8K subs before the deadline. The deadline's 10 days away. 440 subscribers in 10 days? It's a bold goal, but I believe it's possible. Come on, hit that sub button. You will not regret it. One stop at a time. One stop, one punch. One stop, one punch. One step, one punch. Love the Creed movies. Josh Richardson likely going to close this game. I think Terry Rozier, even though he's played good today, and I labeled him as one of my 3 people that have showed up to the Kaseya Center today, I think he's got to stay on the bench for the rest of this game, considering how this rotation has brought you back from down 26. Beal to Book on the left wing. Heat still in a zone. Back out to Beal. Beal drives, kicks to Book. Book, no hesitation, 3, doesn't go. Rebound offensively again. It's Josh Okogie. That's the stuff that can't happen. Beal drives, kicks the Book in the corner. His 3 is blocked by Bam. There we go. The Kaseya Center's even coming alive a little bit. Here we go. Can we just close out a possession with a rebound? What a good block by Bam. You're starting to feel some juice from this Heat team. There's a little juice in the building right now. Beal on the baseline. He goes up. He doesn't make it. Rebound by Richardson. Outlet to Martin. Martin slows it down. Finds a trailing Richardson. J-Rich 3. It does not go, but it would not have mattered. Caleb Martin, after he dished it to J-Rich, set a moving illegal screen, and that is a backbreaker. It didn't really matter because Richardson's 3 didn't fall, but that was a foul on Caleb Martin, by the way. That was a foul. $2 super chat from Hydro. What's up, Hydro? There goes my hero at the deadline. That's good. There goes my hero. Every time I hear that song, I just think of the other guys, Sam L. Jackson and The Rock jumping off the high building. That's all I could think about. All right, he's still in his zone. Nurkic to Beal. Beal elbow jumper off the pull-up. He left it short. Rebound Adebayo. Heat get another stop. Bam pushing for Miami. Pick and roll. Richardson, left wing. 3 is in and out. Back-to-back shots for J-Rich. They looked good. Both of them looked good. One of them wouldn't have counted anyway, but they go in and out. Booker, right wing triple. Doesn't fall. The Suns have gone cold. Got to start scoring, Miami. Butler up ahead. Jimmy fouled by Bradley Beal. Butler's going to earn him a trip to the charity stripe for 2. With 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in this ball game, every possession matters. Chance to cut it to 11. Chance to cut it to 11. The biggest, of course, moment for this game would be if Butler missed a free throw. He makes the first at least. 110-98. 110-98. Sub for Dubs. Sub for Dubs. Come on. Let's inch closer to 7,600. Butler goes 2 for 2. 11-point ball game. One stop at a time. One stop at a time. One stop, one score. One stop, one score. One stop, one score. Booker met by Martin and Butler at the top of the key. To Gordon in the corner. Eric Gordon drives inside. Drop off to Nurkic. His floater goes. That hurts. Not dead yet, but it is down by 13 again. Butler's guy in the left wing. He drives it on Beal. Absorbs contact. Swings it out to Richardson. J-Rich drives. Pull-up elbow jumper for Richardson. Doesn't go. Butler fighting on the offensive glass. Cannot come away with it, I should say. That one might hurt. I'll tell you what, if the Suns score here, this game is likely over. Booker gets it to KD on the right wing. He's met by Martin and Herro. Swung to Beal. 2.5 to go. Beal has it. Pull up 3. Is this the dagger? It is. That's going to likely do it. 16-point game with 2 minutes left. You like the fight the Heat shown, but too little too late. Caleb Martin looks to answer with a corner triple. Does. Back down 13. 2 minutes to go. It's still probably over. Heat barely get over 100 tonight. Martin's got 12 points. Suns just going to dribble it out. Honestly, if the Suns didn't score for the rest of the game, I still don't think the Heat would be able to even force OT. That's an illegal screen. It is. Yeah, Yusuf Nurkic with an illegal screen. So Miami would get ball back with 1:42. I'll say the only way this game comes interesting again is if Miami's able to hit a 3 within the first 10 seconds of the shot clock. 10-point game with 1.5 to go. You cause some chaos, put on a full court press, maybe, just maybe. That's the only way I see this being a potential possibility. All of the possibilities. Richardson brings it up. They're going to set a screen for Herro to get a 3. They don't get it to him. They get it to Butler. Jimmy will fire a 3. And Jimmy knocks it home, so they did exactly what I said they needed to do. Butler's second triple of the game. It's a 10-point ball game with 1.5 to go. Booker brings it up. Oh, close to traveled, but gets it to Beal. They're not going to foul, which probably is the right decision. Try to get a stop and a bucket, and then you worry about the foul game. Booker, 3 off a screen, bricked it, rebound, out of bounds off Miami. The question is, did that ball hit the rim? If it hit the rim, they get a free 14 seconds left. If it doesn't hit rim, they should review this. They're going to give them a full 14. I don't know if that ball hit rim. And the Heat never had possession. Oh, I don't agree with that one. I would have liked a review. Gordon, corner 3. That's the dagger. That one is the official dagger into the hearts. It's over. Herro to the free throw line. His fadeaway mid-range rattles in and out. Under a minute to go, and now the Heat will officially give up. I will say I'm at least happy they showed any type of fight in the fourth quarter. I mean, they were down 26 at one point. So to cut it to even 10 was good, but they'll take the shot clock violation. See if the Heat, I'm going to put up final. Let's see if the Heat throw a garbage score up there or anything, or they just dribble it out. Look at this. We got a $5 super chat from my main man, Eric Drumpf, who always shows me love. So shout out to Eric. Says, na-na-na-na, na-na-na-na, hey, F-Rolly. Knicks better than the Heat. Let's go Knicks. Hit the like, subscribe. Eric, I appreciate you officially always showing me love. The Heat just dribble it out. Heat lose their 7th straight game. How sad it is to say that. 118-105 is the final. The Heat are going to be faced with a lot of questions. Do they blow up this build? Do they try to make another trade to fortify this roster? What do the Miami Heat do? What do the Heat do? Do they blow it up? Do they retool? Who knows? Chris, who's a Sun fan, says, man, 7 in a row. I don't want to hear no Heat fans talk shit to me. Well, Chris, your Suns have done jack shit over the last 4 years, so. At least the Heat have made a pair of NBA Finals. Only one Finals for you, and you blew a 2-0 lead. You got backdoor swept, Chris. Oh, Chris is a Celtics fan. Well, that's even worse because we beat you in 2 of the last 3 playoff series we've matched up. And both of them were in the Eastern Conference Finals. So, Chris, you can't talk any shit to me. Your regular season, Chris, it's pretty. It's pretty. But until y'all prove y'all can get it done in the postseason, who am I to believe it? What a bad game for Miami again. J-Boy, no joke today, J-Boy. The only joke that we have here at the Heat Report is the Heat. We're going to sign off here in a minute unless someone wants to keep us live with a super chat. Get your thoughts on screen, a trade idea, whatever you want. Any amount, we'll get it on screen. But if not, if we don't get one in a minute, we'll sign off. We'll see you back again on Wednesday. We have another watch party against the Kings. I'm not going anywhere, folks. No matter how bad this gets, I'm still going to be here. I'm still going to be here. You can always count on me. Chris, how many championships did you personally witness? $30 seconds. What a horrible game, man. Chris is an old head, I see. If he's saying that he watched Larry Bird have a couple 2 chips. All right, no super chats to keep us live, so well, another disaster for the Miami Heat. Let's see if they could turn it around on Wednesday against the Kings. That'll be it for me. I'll see y'all on Wednesday. I'll have a video tomorrow. I think tomorrow's video is going to be my perfect Miami Heat trade deadline. I'll outline moves and I'll outline the issues Miami has and potential moves to solve them. Or maybe I just turn around and within 24 hours of this one, my perfect trade deadline is actually them selling off assets because this is not the year. But either way, you'll see Nic Rohloff's and the Heat Report's perfect Heat trade deadline on tomorrow's video, tomorrow's episode. I'll see y'all then. Appreciate the 5,500 people that tuned in. Appreciate Sam Lectaro. Appreciate everyone who donated to the channel. See y'all on Wednesday. We're live tomorrow with a video.